Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom, and this, as ever, is the Benjamin Bloom Football Show. And are you sitting comfortably? Then we will begin. Let yourself be known if you are in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know that you can see everything and hear everything okay as we settle down for the watch along for the championship final day showdown. It should be dramatic. It should be a lot of fun. And if I can last the entire night here on YouTube, I will consider that a job well done. Who have we got in the chat already? Owen says, come on, Forest. They're looking to hold on to a playoff place. Trevor, come on, you Whites. Outside chance for Fulham. Baggies forever. Well, he's nervous, let's just say. B Talks, LTFC. Looks like we've got a Luton fan in looking to see if they can avoid relegation. What a run that will be if they do. Ryan says, oh, we're well represented here. This is good. Ryan says, come on, you Bluebirds. Cardiff looking to find the playoffs and stay in there. Yes, BB is back. Yes, I am. Dylan's in the chat. Nice one. West Brom, come on, lads. Who you backing to stay up? God only knows, but there we go. Possession 9-10 to the law. A up Jake. A up Luke. God, loads of people here. Fabulous stuff. Playoffs for Brentford, says Dave. Come on, you Hatters. Really looking forward to tonight. Skipper, not sure I can cope. Come on, you R's. That's a Brentford fan talking. So relaxed. Ian, a Leeds United fan, can finally relax during a match day and enjoy it. And you may have noticed that we have turned the filming room around, which is wonderful. So you can't quite see it, but we have a new webcam that I'm using, which is just attached to the top of my laptop. I've got one screen there. So if I look over there, it looks like it's going to be West Brom QPR. Or is it Brentford? I don't even know who they're doing. If I look over there, I've got Jeff Stelling up, and I've also got my mobile here, which I'll just stay on Twitter on because they're often a little bit ahead of the TV broadcast there. We've got a super chat there. First one of the evening. Ian, I will drink to that. What we do have tonight during this watch along is a nice yellowtail Pinot Noir from Australia. So there is the first drink of the night. Ben, that shirt is bombastic. In the words of Shaggy, they call me Mr. Lover Lover. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Here are our fixtures tonight. Let's have a look. Let me remove the banners so we can just go through all of this. Wigan versus Fulham. Birmingham versus Derby. Brentford versus Barnsley. Bristol City versus Preston. Cardiff versus Hull. Leeds versus Charlton. Luton versus Blackburn. Millwall versus Huddersfield. Forest versus Stoke. Reading versus Swansea. Sheffield Wednesday versus Borough. And West Brom QPR. We all hopefully know the lay of the land. Let's see if I can do it from memory. West Brom, Brentford and Fulham playing off for second place, basically. West Brom strong favourites there. Possession 9/10 to the law. We have, we'll get some help from the screen up there, Forest, Cardiff and Swansea playing off for 2 playoff places. Swansea, big outsiders for that. And down at the bottom of the league, I think I've got a graphic for this one. In the relegation battle, Charlton, Luton, Wigan, Barnsley and Hull. That's all over the place. We have been over all the scenarios many, many times. Shall we have a little look one more time? So, West Brom will be promoted if they win. They'll also be promoted if they draw, Brentford lose, and Fulham win with a less than a 16-goal swing. West Brom can still be promoted with a defeat if Brentford also lose and Fulham do not win. West Brom, very, very strong favourites here. Brentford will be promoted if they win and West Brom do not win. They will also be promoted with a draw if West Brom lose and Fulham do not win. And Fulham can go up, but there's only one possible scenario that takes Fulham up. Is a Fulham win, a West Brom defeat, and Brentford not winning. So West Brom, strong favourites in that one. In terms of the playoff race, for Forest to be in the playoffs, they just need a draw. For Cardiff to be in the playoffs, they need a draw. Swansea are the outsiders. They can get into the playoffs, but they need to win and for Cardiff to lose, or they need to win and for Forest to lose with a 5-goal swing there. Remember, Forest could still do it even with a 5-goal swing on goals scored. So really, Swansea overtaking Forest is unlikely. And down at the bottom of the table, lots of permutations here. Hull, well, as you can imagine, as you read up the table, it goes from less likely to almost nailed on, really. Hull don't have much chance there. They need 3 results to go for them and a win. Barnsley, they need a win and 2 results to go for them. Wigan need a win and 1 result to go for them. Luton just need a win and can do it with a draw. Charlton only need a draw. Only need a win, and they also can do it with a draw. Matthew says, I need to include Middlesbrough and Birmingham. Well, we're going to assume that Wigan are going to be deducted the points, else the permutations will be just the longest in history, won't they? I think what we will try and do is I'll try and bring up some of the teams. Colm says, going out for a meal with the wives. We're in the playoffs anyway. It'll stop me swearing at the TV. There we go. Let's have a look, see if we can get some teams up for any of these games. I guess the most important is the West Brom one, and we appear to have them from Infogol. So I will just upload that now to my machine. I've never done a watch along in my life, so hopefully this goes well. I'm not the bus in for too long. Am I going to do Blades versus Leeds? Original United. The plan is that we're doing a show next season that will be covering the departed teams from the Championship. Right, we have some teams from West Brom QPR. Let's have a look and see what Slaven Bilic has planned for us tonight. Furlong back in, and remember Furlong, there's the conspiracy theory around him that apparently if West Brom win and Furlong is promoted, QPR make 150 grand. So basically QPR can go out and lose and their club makes 150 grand. Whatever you think of the morality of that, I'm just saying the situation. And Furlong's in the team there. Hartley's in there over Higazi. Sawyer's Livermore standard. Pereira Kravinovic gets a start. So no Matt Phillips there. And look, right up the top there, Callum Robinson. So Bilic has really rung the changes since the Huddersfield defeat, hasn't he? For QPR, Lumley in goal, Kakai, Masterson, Barbe, and Manning, Ball and Cameron in central midfield. Samuel, he looks like he's about to go. Amos and Eze, and Ilias Chair up the top there. Maybe not too much physical presence there. Interesting. Both managers have, traditional bigger strikers on the bench, and they're both going without them for pace up top. So interesting, some freshening up by both. And yes, we'll just see how things change over the course of the evening in respects of how the stakes are changing there. Do we have teams for Brentford and Barnsley? We do. I am now going to send them over. Just bear with me. We should be able to see what Thomas Frank's plan for tonight is. Let me know what you think of that West Brom team. He's got goosebumps. Going to be a nervous night for Wigan fans. No Hugel, says Matthew. Yes, no Hugel for QPR and Chair up front. I don't know quite what the thinking is there, but hey, I'm sure Mr. Warburton has a plan and he's sticking to it. Right, let's have a look at the teams for Brentford and Barnsley here. So Brentford, you could have called it without even looking at it. No real news from Brentford there. Martin, or Ray, obviously. Dalsgaard, Janssen, Pinnock, Henry across the back. Marcondes, Norgard, and De Silva. There's been one or other player sort of rotated from that midfield throughout. And Mbuemo, Watkins, and Ben Rama up top. In terms of Barnsley, I can't see Woodrow there. Walton in goal. Anderson, Williams, Solbauer as a 3. Ludovic and Stiles are the wing backs. Mowat, Ritzmaier, Luke Thomas, who came on against Leeds, didn't he, off the bench there. Chaplin and Brown up top there. TC back in midfield. Love the dead trim. Yeah, this is the just out of the shower trim, indeed. Open top bus laid on at Ellen Road after match celebration. Interesting. I'm sure we'll get some pictures of that as we go. Finally, shall we have a look and see what the Fulham team is? I'm sure some people already know it, but we will bring it in. Our skipper says, yeah, Marcondes is in for Jensen. No Jensen, indeed. Ben, is the camera really blurry? Hopefully not. Anybody else let me know if they have a blurry picture. Hopefully it's all looking okay. We are using a new webcam tonight, so fingers crossed there is no technical difficulties. Speaking of which, Wigan versus Fulham, we have teams in there as well. Oh dear, grotty picture, apparently. That is not good. Has everybody got a grotty picture? Hopefully, it is blurry, but I can hear you fine, so it doesn't matter. That is not good. I wonder. It says high definition. Deary me. Hopefully, it's just internet from my end and the fact I'm streaming stuff. Shirt is blurry. It's because of my Wi-Fi. Oh, so it's probably not the camera at all. Okay, well, we'll bear with it. I will endeavour to do my best. It's probably just Wi-Fi. Chosen One says it's fine now. So I think we might be in and out a little bit tonight. I do apologise for that. I think I've got the best sort of internet I can get, which is annoying, although the router is downstairs and I am upstairs. Let's have a look at these Wigan teams as we approach 15 minutes away from kickoff. I am running, obviously, Wi-Fi on 2 devices right next to us here, so maybe if worst comes to the worst, I'll just get rid of one of them. Right, we've got Wigan and Fulham teams in now. Marshall, Byrne, Kipre, Balogun, Robinson, Williams, Morsey, Naismith, Dow Low, and more. So pretty much what we would expect from Wigan. They've been playing so well. For Fulham, Rodak, Adoy, Ream, Hector Bryan, Standard. Kearney is back. So Kearney and Arthur, no. Harrison Reed in there. Knockout, Onoma in there. Cabano, no. Cavaliero and Mitrovic up the top. Going to be very, very interesting. Heretic says you may need to set your camera to deliver at 720, both on the camera and on StreamYard. I thought I'd done that, but there we go. Albion haven't won on the final day for 17 years. The most annoying thing about this is the picture I'm seeing is clear as day. There we go. Reed suspended. Oh, okay. No Reed or Cavaliero. Yes, indeed. I'm just going to click on the camera setting here and go once like that. Bear with me. And I'll go once like that. That says I've just put it to 720. There we go. Get some tech advice here. Buy yourself a TP-Link power line so you can connect Ethernet upstairs. Interesting. Will do. Andrew, thank you so much for the Fulham stream. That is going to be ready on the phone if we need it, despite the fact I'm killing my internet. Russell, going to sit back and enjoy the carnage for the next 90 minutes. I bet all of you Leeds fans are, as we approach 15 minutes to kick off. It's a bit fuzzy, but the shirt isn't helping. Return to 1080. I don't have the option of 1080. It's StreamYard suddenly. There we go. Ben, you look perfect. Blurry or not, you look like a million Bahats, whatever that indeed means. Let's see if we can get any more team news in, and we'll keep your comments coming. Apologies for any picture quality. I will work on this as we go, I promise you guys. Let's have a look at the playoff picture, shall we? I shouldn't use the word picture. Well, I'm having trouble with blurriness. So we'll have a look and see what the Forest and Stoke teams are looking like. Well, we would, but Infogol don't have them ready, which is incredibly helpful, isn't it? What other game could we go to? Cardiff and Hull. That affects both ends, and Infogol do have that. So we'll have a look there. Not a lot of hope for Hull, is there? So let's have a look. Picture is good. Went up. Transfer from phone, it gets bad. Interesting. That's probably what's happening, isn't it? Every time I do a thing across from the phone. Right, let's end that one. If that destroys the picture one more time. Hope not. Oliver says, so relieved, can enjoy today. Huddersfield fan there. Really feel for the teams at the bottom of the table. Always hate losing teams to relegation. Well, Oliver, we're going to lose 3 tonight. Them's the rules, annoying as it may be. Let's see the task ahead of Hull here. So, Cardiff there, Smithies, Bakuna, Morrison, Nelson, Bennett. You can see teams are just settled now after lockdown, aren't they? Pack, Rolls, there's no Volks in there. Mendes, Lang, Tomlin, Hoylett, and Glatzel. That looks strong for Cardiff. For Hull, Long, Lopez, McDonald, Tafazoli, Elder, Batty and Stewart, Scott, Honeyman, Wilkes, Eves. Cue all the comments to say that looked a load stronger in December. Interesting. It's the phone as it does it. There we go. Cardiff playing a back three. Not so sure. Infogol didn't seem to think so, but they have been wrong many times before. Good luck with this, Ben. Very ambitious. Looking forward to it. Picture quality is in and out. I'm with you all for a no doubt mad evening. Yeah, Great stuff. Thank you, Craig. As a Leeds fan, I want West Brom to come up very hard for 1-2 battle all season and done with respect. There you go. With the dearly departed show feature, the teams dropping into League One. Been asked that by a few people. Not sure just yet. Figuring out exactly what to do. But yeah, I think maybe we will. I'm really not entirely sure about how everything's going to work going forward in terms of time and things of that nature. But yeah, I mean, it would be a fun idea to do so, wouldn't it? So maybe we'll try and it'll keep my Ipswich stuff linked up, won't it? Right. Picture making Ben look like a cross between George Boyd, Jesus, and Ron Jeremy. There we go. Flicking between this channel and all Leeds TV. Win Leeds, we want 93 points. Yes. And the 2 points per game. H Huss, yeah, we're going back and forth with the video quality. Not great so far, apparently, but it's going in and out. But every time I try and bring a picture up, yeah, there we go. Hoping Villa features in the dearly departed. Yes, they can do if they stay up. Indeed, yeah. Bet this is brilliant for the neutrals. Oh, Forest are playing a back three, are they, Matthew? Apologies if you go well. Here we go, and we'll try and take a little look at the Forest line. I remember Forest have not had a great run-in, have they? And really should have been confirmed in the playoffs by now, shouldn't they? Oh, that is an interesting Forest lineup. Very interesting. Yeah, Infogol can't seem to figure it out, so we'll see if you guys can figure this out. And I think Matt, you might be right. He's either playing. Oh God, have I sent that to the wrong device? Deary me. Sorry, guys. So I've just sent the Forest team. Excuse me if you're looking at my notes. To the iPad up here, which is pretty sick, wasn't it? And that's taken that right off what we needed. Sorry, guys. TV guide. Are you serious? Making me scroll all the way. God, just give me Sky Sports News, man. Gillette Soccer Special. Play. There we go. Sorry. Please don't look up my nose. Shocking. Right. Oh, nice. Ordered a nugget crab. Guts already complaining. Outstanding stuff. How can you watch the matches? You can either pay a broadcaster or you can be nefarious, is all I will say. Let's have a look at this Forest team. Because they're either playing three at the back or a load of players out of position, which would be both things would be new for Lamucci there. Yeah, so look at that Forest team. Look at Cash and Sal, who appear to have been put in odd positions for them. So if Cash was right wing back, who would be the other centre half? I can't figure that out. Either a couple of people are out of position, or he's going to play three at the back. I'm sure this will all let itself be known as we're starting. I can't figure that out. It would be a three. Could be one of those 3-4-3 type scenarios, but yeah, who knows? Definitely rung the changes has Sabri Lamucci. That says 4-2-3-1. Cash will go right back. Yates central midfield. Yeah, just switch those two. I follow is broken. Oh dear. Doesn't take a lot for I follow. Bye, Katie. Go and enjoy Wigan. Yeah, in for goal. Sometimes I think it's a computer that works it out because some of the teams are a little bit off the mark, aren't they? All Leeds TV keep banging on about Milner coming back to Leeds. Am I the only one who thinks this is madness? More chance of getting it. Yeah, okay. Not necessarily madness, but Forest do look as a back three with Yates at centre back. Interesting. We'll see how this one pans out. Stephen says, which of these should I watch? Leeds, Charlton, Brentford, Barnsley, or West Brom, QPR? I mean, the one that governs every other one is West Brom, QPR, isn't it? If simple stuff happens in that, then the other games don't matter, do they? So, Matt says, Bennett, Smith, Cash, Worrell, Figueiredo, Ribeiro. Yeah, but in what system, Matt? Have a little look at the relegation stuff down the bottom here. Bring the table up real quick. So look, Hull really looking a long way out of this. A win and at least 3 results going their way is what they need. Barnsley need a win, but against Brentford. Wigan can do it, but Fulham in their way. And then Luton and Charlton in the box seats at the moment. Picture good now. Don't know what's happening. There we go. Is there red button tonight? I don't know. And apparently iFollow is up the Swansea, which is not the greatest, is it? But there we go. Let's have a look. Today is quite relaxing for us. We want to win, keep the momentum for the playoffs. If we get automatics, then incredible. Yeah. Nicely chilled. If we don't go up, we have another season. Best league in the world. There we go. Matthew says, Derby team looks like a 4-4-2 diamond. Haven't looked at the Derby team just yet. Hull can be ignored. They are gone. Certainly looks that way, doesn't it? James, good luck to Brentford for automatic promotion. Also, good luck to Forest for a playoff spot from an Ipswich fan. You're blurry on my PlayStation, on my YouTube, and lagging strangely, but fine on my iPhone. Yes, the yellowtail red wine. I am seeing the QPR players coming out now in their very fetching mint green kit there, and West Brom lining up there. Bartley and Livermore ready to go. I can see Jeff Stelling and Phil Thompson on my other screen, and I can see the Charlton team set up to go to Leeds. Looks like we are about to be go. We'll try and keep up to date with everything. You may see stuff happen slightly before I do. I don't know how my streams are looking. I've got Twitter as well, and obviously we'll get all the mad, club people tweeting on there. Sean says, turn off the fan. Should we try that? See if that changes anything. Who knows? I just don't want to get sweaty. Can you start the fans, please? Matt says, move the Ipswich scarf, Ben. Thought you'd be ashamed of that by now. Come on, Matt. You know the rules. You can't ditch your team, hey? Oh, I wish I could watch Stelling et al., but I can't get him in the States. You have to watch me instead, Stephen. There you go. Glad to see Yorkshire's 2 biggest clubs in the Premier League. All we need is Rotherham to make it up now, and that'll be the 3 biggest clubs. There we go. Sounds like a dig. There you go. Follow all the scores on Soccer Stand. You can see all the games scores in actual time on one screen. That looks fun. The West Brom lineup is just being put up on Sky TV now. Interesting. They've got the shape wrong, I think, Sky there. I've said it's a 4-3-3. I doubt very much it will be. But we never know. We'll see what Bilic does. Moore says West Brom will lose, Fulham win, and a Brentford draw. There is the QPR team up on my screen. They're just about ready to go there. It's so interesting that oh no, Hugel's not even on the bench. Just don't have strikers there. Chair up top on his own. Oh my God, you're a sexy dinosaur. There we go. Ben might hop out on the stream to focus on the Forest game. Yeah, Matt, come back and give us some insight on the Forest game. That will be fantastic if you can. Matt, looking ready to kick off now. My phone has just lit up with about 400 tweets, so I think everything is ready to go. Wonder where Eze will move this summer. Do you think he'll stay in London? Tottenham was the thought. Right. So now, hopefully, in fact, I wonder if I can do something clever here and make you see exactly what I can see. So if I do that and we look over to that side, you'll be able to see one iPad. Over to that side is another iPad. Joy of all joys. And we're getting a million notifications saying, strap yourself in. We're about to kick off. Off they go. And the madness begins, as Matthew says. This could go any way you like it. I wonder who will be first to draw blood. I can see the taking of the knee in the West Brom QPR game. Bailey, who'll be tuned to that, says, I can't decide what I would want. Would love the season to end well, but gifting Brentford the Premier League would hurt. And everyone's talking about that 150 grand that QPR will also gift West Brom by letting the win. There we go. Marshall, that might be for next time, my friend. I'm all set now, and I don't want to rejig anything. Get the likes in while you're here, guys. Let's get the stream noticed. Absolutely. Let's get ready to rumble. West Brom and QPR live and ready to go. There's Mark Warburton in a very fetching, checked little suit there. Russ says, I'm betting Leeds will win the league tonight. There we go. Looks like Infogol had that wrong as well. Looks like Asai Samuel and Eze, Bright Asai Samuel's up top, not Chair. Stephen says, and now the most chaotic 2 hours in sports. Absolutely. Bring it on. Who's going to be first to score? We will find out. I'll just keep refreshing Twitter and we'll see what becomes. Little better now. Everything has kicked off. Everything is 0-0. So as it stands, West Brom are up. Hull, Barnsley and Wigan are down, and Forest and Cardiff will make the playoffs. Cardiff, Hull, a chance. We've had a chance somewhere already. Goodness me. No problem with West Brom or Fulham going up. Really hope Brentford do it. Would make a nice change. Jake says, good to see Struick again. I haven't actually even seen what the Leeds lineup is. By the way, sitting doing this, I know Jeff Stelling makes a lot of money, but it ain't half a hard old job trying to keep up with 20 things at once. Brentford haven't been in the top flight since just after World War II. Could be back indeed. We're just seeing on Sky Sports News, Glatzel, good save actually by Long. Glatzel with a left footer from outside the box, Long tipping that over the bar. Do we have a goal? Jim says Millwall are winning. Yes, we do. First goal of the night goes to Connor Mahoney and to Millwall, and well done to Jim for getting there first. Sounds like Mitrovic has already had a chance at Wigan, so Let me type this in so we can keep up with it. Millwall 1, Huddersfield 0, Mahoney. Oh, there's a Leeds chance as well there. Harrison coming in off the right, tried to curl that one in. The opening goal of the night has gone to Millwall, who are trying to keep as high as they can in the table. I'm sure we're going to have a whole load of live tables as we go. Bailey says, I put a bet in for Leeds, Wigan, Luton, Swansea and Barnsley. Incredible odds. Anything can happen. Keep us posted on that one. We're now seeing Connor Mahoney's goal there. The first one of the night. Would you believe I was looking down and I missed it? Oliver says, you see, we put a bid in for Moore for Wigan. Yeah, everyone seems to be going after Kiefer Moore with the administrators in charge of that one. Important interception from Roos, apparently, in the Derby game. Mahoney is good. Shows why he should be starting. And Wolf says, some mistake, surely. I think I'm about to see the Mitrovic. Oh, dear. Decent chance for Mitrovic. Had it cut back to him around about the penalty spot on his left foot. He went for power and smashed it over the top of the bar there. There were bodies back in between. But remember, this is Mitrovic, who's been an absolute beast this season. And we have another goal. Derby have taken the lead. Graham Shinney is Birmingham 0, Derby 1. Remember, there are some on-the-beach games where we can expect some big scores in tonight. Remember, we had 2 4-3s and a 5-3. And I've typed the whole thing up there, guys. And then I spelled Shinny wrong. We can't have that. Second goal of the night goes to Derby. So basically 2 of the beach games have goals already. I'll try and keep an eye out this time and make sure I see it. Matthew says Derby lead. Goals in on the beach. Bradley Johnson looks to bend into the bottom left corner, but Sluga makes the save in the Luton game. They've cut to Birmingham. Let's see if we get to see the goal here. It's poor, really poor. I think it's Pedersen half clears it there. I could be wrong. Shinny's following up on the edge of the box. Poor clearance. It's a good finish by Shinny, but it's a poor clearance. Birmingham really have finished the season badly. I don't know how low they can go. They can certainly get into the bottom 5, can't they? Connor says the rock star is on the panel. Gareth Ainsworth is there indeed. Birmingham are very lucky they're safe. One more game week could have seen them in serious trouble. West Brom into the box here with Dean Garner looking for Callum Robinson on the back post there. QPR standing up to it so far. Actually a better chance in looked like Furlong crossed that in. Decent chance actually. Callum Robinson's glanced the header wide of the post there, should have hit the target. So West Brom possibly, I'm looking in 10 different places, possibly on top in this one. And I believe Paddy McNair has hit the post for Middlesbrough in their game. That is an on the beach at Sheffield Wednesday. I think Alan McAnally is trying to tell me about it, but I've got the sound down. Jake from the Leeds game. I think we're just about to see McNair. Oh, that's unlucky. McNair, edge of the box there, right foot, hits it really, really well and smacks it off the post. Ben, during lockdown, you predicted one team would not win a game. It seems Birmingham are that team. Thank you. I'm glad when people remind me of stuff I predict that actually turned out to be right. West Brom are having a lot of territory here. They're in the box a lot, and it looks like the fullbacks are forward. I'd say I don't have my eye totally on the game. I'd say West Brom have started fairly well. If anyone's got the Leeds game on, let me know how Charlton are doing. Mike's got me on the phone, Leeds on the laptop, and Stelling on the TV. All good fun, isn't it? And Luton have gone behind. Luton have gone behind. The first really big, important goal today. I don't know who scored it, but is that an own goal? No, it looks like Adam Armstrong has scored for Blackburn at Luton. That's the first really big goal of the day. Luton 0, Blackburn 1. Adam Armstrong's been congratulated there. Really, really bad news for Luton. Let me bung that one in. It's Luton 0, Blackburn 1. Armstrong, who was getting very close to getting into my team of the year. That is not good news at all for my friends at Luton. Obviously they're on 48 points, but now a Wigan goal or a Barnsley goal will relegate Luton. In fact, even a Hull goal will relegate Luton. I believe Sheffield Wednesday have just taken the lead against Borough. Someone will smarten me up here. Carnage. Take that, Warnock. Stephen says it well. That opens up a lot of doors for Hull and for Barnsley as well. Bad news for Luton. If anyone can tell me who scored the Sheffield Wednesday goal, I've just gone away from Twitter for a second. That would really help me out. It's Wednesday 1, Borough 0. In that one, I'm just waiting on the goal scorer there. But the big news so far, Luton are losing. And as I think Stephen said in the chat, that has opened the doors up. Is that right, Connor? Murphy, he had a good performance at the weekend as well. So did his brother, in fact. So it's only doors open at the moment, though, isn't it? Thank you, guys, for helping me out with all of that. Let's just throw that banner up. So far, it was Mahoney opening the scoring for Millwall. They're on the beach. Don't worry about that. Birmingham and Derby. I'm just seeing the Murphy goal now coming in off the right wing. Oh, did that take a deflection? If that didn't take a deflection, that's a great goal. It looked like he was aiming for the far corner and then the keeper was wrong-footed. So I'm guessing that one took a deflection, but could have just been a really nice strike. I'm just going to cut away to the West Brom game now. Callum Robinson is busying himself. Kravinovic with a long ranger in the end, straight at the keeper. That's the big goal there that I've got up there. Luton 0, Blackburn 1. The biggest story so far tonight. On the beach is Wednesday and Borough. Russ, unbelievable, Jeff. Nevada, worst 10 minutes I've seen Luton play all season. Now is not the time, dearie me. They've cut to Forest and Stoke. Oh, good save. Chance, who was that? Samba Sale, possibly? Spin and shot from a corner there. Probably should have done better with that. John says, who was my favourite Ipswich player from the Robson era? John Walk, bearing in mind he's the only one I actually saw in the flesh play. Obviously, he was 36 at that point. I tell a lie. Okay, they just re-showed the Blackburn goals. Poor defending from a corner, and Armstrong just swivels. I think Armstrong doesn't celebrate at all. I think he knows. Oh, I think Leeds. Okay, Leeds have scored. My God. So 4th and 5th bottom are now losing. This is completely opening up for Wigan and Barnsley and Hull at the moment. Both Charlton and Luton are losing. If anyone can give me the lead scorer, that would be wonderful. But this is not going well for Luton and for Charlton. Oh dear. Was it Ben White, guys? Someone says, get in there, Ben White. Ben White, take a bow. If anyone can describe me the goal before it comes up. We knew this was going to be good, and it's proving that way. So Leeds are now leading against Charlton. Has Ben White scored for Leeds before? Let's throw that one up. We have 2 big goals so far. Charlton are losing and Luton are losing. I'm now seeing the Leeds goal. It's out on the right wing, crossed in, headed back, chest. Oh, Jesus. What a goal. Wow. That's a hell of a goal by Ben White. So Hernandez crosses that in. It's deflected back. That's a sensational goal by Ben White. I'm seeing about the 5th replay. I don't care. He actually chests it upwards, not down to volley, upwards, and hits the most beautiful volley. Phillips gets a hand to it. Phillips is a good keeper for Charlton. What a goal by Ben White. Incredible goal, that. Centre half as well. Chested out of the box. Brilliant goal. Stephen says, Wigan in relegation trouble. The 12-point deduction is happening pending appeal. So it's going to happen, whether they appeal it or not. Ben White's parting gift. What a strike. So Leeds not rolling over for Lee Bowyer at all in this one. The big news, though, is down at the bottom of the table. Let's see if we can bring it up as... Romain Sawyers has just hit a shot from the edge of the box there. Lumley down to his left. Sawyers does everything horizontally. Looks so relaxed. It's strange to see him actually spanking a shot. In decent save by Lumley. So as it stands, a Wigan goal and Luton are down. A Barnsley goal and Luton are down. A Wigan and a Barnsley goal. Luton and Charlton are down. Even a Hull goal would put Luton down at the moment. Not good. Not good for the Whites. Swansea. Oh, my God. They're all going in now. Apparently, Swansea and Preston have both scored. Struggling to keep up now. Great stuff. This. Which one went in first, guys? We want to get these in the right order. Swansea now. If Hull can take the lead at Cardiff, Swansea would be in the playoffs. Let's have a look. Maguire has scored on 16 for Preston and Brewster for Swansea at Reading. So it is Reading 0, Swansea 1, and Brewster with the goal. That's an important one in terms of the playoff picture as well. And it is Preston are away at Bristol City. That's an on the beach special there. And Sean Maguire has scored that one. We have some important goals, though. Let's put them up again. Luton are losing and have opened the door. Charlton are losing and have opened the door. And Swansea have opened the door as well to the playoffs. It's all going off, isn't it? Carnage everywhere, says Russell. Deary me. Leeds not holding back, says Heretic. Too much on this game for all the teams for Leeds to go soft. Great watch along. Getting news here faster from my phone. I think I've just seen Brewster absolutely... Oh dear, no, it's poor goalkeeping. Brewster is miles out, hits the shot right-footed, and I had some people telling me I should have had Raphael in my team of the season, but as Connor says, keeper should have saved it. Yes, indeed. Brewster, I'm predicting, is going to be next year's Tammy Abraham. It's going to be a queue of teams to loan him. Goal difference vital for Charlton. It could be. So Charlton are now minus 12. Luton are minus 30. I think goal difference will be more vital for Luton, won't it? Because it's so far back. At least there's some gaps, unless we get something crazy between Luton and Hull, indeed. Great stuff so far. According to BBC, Leeds 84%. Jesus Christ. Wow. long stoppage here in the Derby game. Roos, a clash of heads with Jutkovic. You don't want to do that. Roos has gone off and Ben Hamer has come on. West Brom seem to have been attacking for a lot of this game. Remember the situation up the top. If I throw it up, we've got a lot of stuff on here. We have a West Brom. If Brentford win and West Brom don't win, so 0-0 will be all right for Brentford, but they've got to score first. They have not taken the lead. Stoke, wow. Okay, it's happening. Stoke have taken the lead at Forest, and Cardiff have scored at exactly the same time. This is the worst possible scenario for Forest. Forest now have both of their rivals winning whilst they are losing. It would take a goal difference swing. So Danny Bart has scored. If anyone can tell me who has scored for Cardiff, that would be great. I'm just going to throw in this one. It is Forest 0, Stoke 1. Danny Bart, not good for Forest at all. It's happening on the edge of the playoffs here, isn't it? Wow, nightmare minute for Forest, unbelievable. Who scored for Cardiff, guys? Has anybody got that goal for me? Yeah, Forest are still in on goal difference, but a really, really bad minute for them. If anyone has got... Russell's just loving the carnage. That all happened in 1 minute. So it was Hoylett for Cardiff. Hull, the door opened for them. Hull very much going down, deeper and down, in the words of Status Quo at the moment. So Cardiff are leading 1-0 against Hull. But basically, everyone in the bottom 5 is having a really good go at all trying to lose their games. Let's throw that one up now. So let's see if we can keep abreast of all of this. We've just seen Hoylett scoring for Cardiff and barely celebrating. Looks like he got in on the left-hand side of the box and finished that one. I'm seeing loads of comments. Does that mean that there's another goal? I think it possibly might do. Cammy said, unbelievable, Jeff. Of course he did. And Alioski just hit the M62, apparently. Do well to kick it out of that stadium. So, some big goals so far. None more so. Luton losing at home to Blackburn. Not good. That opens it up for the teams below them. Charlton are losing at Leeds. Standard Danny Bart goal there for Stoke on the back post from a set play. Forest not looking good for the playoffs, indeed, either. Let's have a look here. Swansea winning gives them some chance of the playoffs as we start to go into the drinks break. Remember, Swansea, to get past Forest, need a 5-goal swing. So it needs something like 2-0 Swansea, and for Forest to lose 3-0. It's 1-0 in both games. They're in for it, and there is the information there. Yeah, Forest losing at Stoke. But the annoying thing for Swansea really is that one, that Cardiff have taken the lead. The Swans really had much more of a chance to do it, as in getting above Cardiff, but now Cardiff are winning. Obviously, very bad news for Hull. Apparently, Borough have scored 1-1 in the Borough game. If anyone's got the goal scorer, let me know. Hard to keep up here. Really, really hard to keep up. So it is Borough 1. I don't even remember who they're playing now. Jeez. Let's have a look. Well, it tells me that Borough have scored. Paddy McNair has scored. So it's Wednesday 1, Borough 1. McNair, I'm just going to see the goal. Oh, really well worked, actually. Good goal that by Borough. Typical Warnock goal. There we go. Fulham apparently denied a stonewall penalty. I'm sure we will get to see that very, very soon. I just need to put up this one. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Borough 1, McNair with the equaliser. Remember, we're expecting some 3-2s and 3-3s. We got a good shot of Slaven Bilic doing his drinks break tactics here. Someone's got their head strapped there. Is that Luke Amos? Quickly cut away from him. They've gone to the Luton game here. Luton on the attack. Crossed in from the right, looping header. Was that Collins or was it Cornick? I think it was Collins getting each other's way, frankly, there on that one. Let's cut across to your comments. By the way, if you're in the chat, hit the thumbs up button. Drinks breaks. And yes, we saw Collins head over the top for Luton. I don't even know if it's worth me bringing a live table up, but I will do so. And we'll have to remember exactly the point that I took the screenshot, because it's probably going to change about 10 times. Heretics back from the kitchen. Leeds players celebrating, but it's only the replay. There you go. Drinks breaks. Everybody loves them. So in the live table at the moment, Forest in the playoffs on goal difference with a 3-goal cushion at the moment. And so it's going to be annoying doing the live tables from BBC because they don't have Wigan on the 46 there. At the moment, Luton and Charlton survive, but anything from Barnsley and Wigan will change that very, very quickly, won't it? It's almost like I need to have my phone. I need a little phone stand here. Just in the Ben White goal. Yeah, hell of a goal by Ben White. Probably last day of term. Marcus says, if anyone can muck this up, then Forest can. Well, they're at the moment, I think they're okay on goals scored as Pereira goes down in the box. We've heard that before, haven't we? Referee waves that one away. Is that a handball shout in the Leeds game? Naby Sarr is looking a bit pensive there. We'll see what happens on the replay. Reading could score 5 or concede 5. Yeah, they're having a lovely time on the old beach there, aren't they? Leeds piling on the pressure. There. Oh, Pablo, says Sean, indeed. Watching the QPR game, they're looking quite good now. I'm seeing, I think that's Bright Samuel into the box. It's going to fall in the midfield. And Pereira does a good sweeping job in the midfield. We have a goal at Luton. A really, really important goal this one will be. Let's find out who the goal scorer is. Luton have equalised, I am hearing. Let's have a look. It is 1-1. Luton have equalised. Remember, Hull are losing. They've gone to Paul Merson on Sky. Strangest own goal we're hearing about. I'm not seeing any pictures of it just yet. Oh, yes, here we go. Free kick bent into the box. Oh, what on earth happened there? Who did that hit on the way through? Looked like, is that Brereton? Oh, no, it didn't reach him. He just throws a neck at it. Hayden Carter. Very odd. Oh, it spins in like a cricket spin bowl. That one. Luton, big goal there. It's Luton 1, Blackburn 1. That is an own goal by Carter. Luton get a second wind here, and Leeds have gone 2-0 up. Charlton look done. So if Wigan can score, Barnsley can score. Charlton do look there for the taking. Stuart Dallas has scored for Leeds. Wheelock, young team. Super chat there. $9.99. Thank you, sir. We're going to look at the goal here. Lovely ball through. Oh, great goal. Who played that ball through? I bet it was Pablo, wasn't it? Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's Pablo. Look at that assist. Oh, that's brilliant. Leeds taking the mickey here, aren't they? Brilliant assist. Oh, he's put it in with the... Wow. 2 superb goals by Leeds tonight. Don't tell me Wigan have scored. Oh, he's missed a sitter, apparently, Kiefer Moore. So Charlton really are set up to go down now. All it's going to take is 1 goal in the Barnsley game or in the Wigan game, and Charlton are screwed. Wigan ball in the net, but it was offside. I think we're now going to see it. Yeah, I can see even without a replay that was offside. So I just hope we don't get some controversial, dreadful decision. This is like the WrestleMania of football. Hey, if this goes well, we'll do it every match day. Hey, I'll buy the iFollow footage. It'll be absolutely brilliant. Obviously, on the last day of the season, a little bit more exciting. Penalty shout for Hull, says the Hull Twitter. Though they would, wouldn't they? I'm just putting in that Leeds goal just so we can see the context now. Charlton really look done here. QPR have got an attacking free kick here. Remember, no goals in the games at the top of the table. Yeah, not counting Leeds. Obviously, that counts as a bottom of the table one. Looks like Manning and Eze are over this one. Chair is going to stand in an offside position and try not to interfere with play. Ref's having a word with him now. Just wait for this one. We're just having a look at it's Joe Bennett and Malik Wilkes. So I'm just between 2 screens here. That looks a reasonable penalty shout for Hull, actually. That goes in the seen them given bracket. Liam, thank you, sir. I'll drink to that. I have a weird feeling the next Bristol City manager will be Mick McCarthy or Chris Hughton. I think they're going to go experienced on this one. Joe has seen the Hull incident, says it was a stone cold, not a stonewall penalty, a stone cold stunner. There we go. Rose, you legend. Thank you, my darling. Rose with I think 10 Aussie dollars. We'll drink to that. Thank you, Rose. Heretic has got me some stats from the Leeds game. Wow. Charlton. I don't know what they were trying in this game. I know Leeds away is the hardest game you can get as their champions, but they look cooked, don't they? So, I think we're having a chance in the Brentford game here. That looked, Ben Rama, low drive, and a missed kick. Looked like Marcondes with the missed kick there. There's the bottom of the table. So Hull are losing and down. Barnsley are level. They're on 47. Wigan are level. They're on 47. Luton have 49. They're in it. Charlton have 48, but are 2-0 down. So Charlton are massively vulnerable here. A Wigan goal and Charlton. Yes, because Luton are above them. Yeah, so a Wigan goal relegates Charlton and a Barnsley goal relegates Charlton. 2 Hull goals will relegate Charlton as well. So no goals. No goals in the big games at the moment. They've cut back to Luton. Decent cross and header there, Brereton. He's headed it straight at Sluga, though. Anywhere, either side of him. And I think there's trouble there. Wigan have scored. It's happening. Kiefer Moore has scored for Wigan. Holy crap. I'm sure the chat is about to go mad. That would relegate Charlton. Wow. And big at the top of the table, Kiefer Moore has opened the scoring in that game. The greatest escape. He had one disallowed for offside. crossed in from the right, and he's bullied that in. Well played, Kiefer Moore. Wow. Wigan staying up at the moment. Charlton going down, down, down. Wigan and the great Sam. Cardiff have scored right there. Awful moment for Cardiff, for Hull, excuse me. Hull look very, very much relegated now. And Charlton are going down at the moment. Wow, wow. It's all happening. It all happens at the same time, doesn't it? So Wigan have gone a goal up against Fulham. Kiefer Moore is the scorer in that one. If anyone could tell me who the Cardiff goal scorer was. And Luton have taken the lead. Luton have taken the lead a minute later. Luton have scored. Luton are 2-1 up against Blackburn now. Luton are very much... Oh my God, apparently QPR have scored. I'm a little bit behind on my screen. Jesus Christ. It's probably a little bit behind. It's 0-0 there. Wow, wow, wow. The Cardiff goals appearing. There's too much going on here. Edge of the box. Looks like Manning. Oh my God. What are West Brom doing? Jesus Christ. It's completely up for grabs now. Totally, totally up for grabs. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, guys. A lot has just happened in the last minute. But easily the biggest goal of the night there. I'm just seeing a replay of it now. Manning gets it. First shot's blocked. Second one, nice finish into the corner. What are you doing, West Brom? What are you doing? Wow. Wow. Slaven Bilic pulls his glasses off. He looks like he's found a fiver and lost £1,000. Christ alive, I did not see that coming. Right, let's catch up on this. Cardiff are 2-0 up against Hull. Hull are screwed. I think we may as well just assume now that Hull are cooked. They are relegated. Let's also assume that Cardiff are in the playoffs. Biggest goal of the night, though, so far. Wow. Oh, yes, that's right. Brentford don't even need to score. But the whole thing is now, if West Brom, I'm just seeing the Luton goal there in from a set play. Well done, Luton. The whole thing now is if Brentford score, this needs a massive swing, a really big swing. Brentford just scoring a goal now means that West Brom would have to score 2 goals in this game and come from behind. I cannot believe West Brom are losing in this one. So let's throw that one up. The biggest goal of the night. It looks like Huddersfield have scored as well. Luton coming from 1 down. They are 2-1 up against Blackburn. I'm just seeing Carlin Grant's goal here. Played in. Lovely finish there. Has he got 20 now for the season? Carlin Grant, absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh, it's another own goal, was it? A Bradley Johnson own goal in the Luton game. The West Brom players, I'm looking at a very crestfallen looking Jake Livermore there. And it is Millwall 1, Huddersfield 1. Charlton are through. Charlton are clear. Oh, what a miss. Oh, dear. Who was that? Is that Doughty? I couldn't quite tell. He looked clear from halfway. Meslier came out and he put it the wrong side of the post. Bad miss there. Let's just throw up Carlin Grant's goal and Bradley Johnson's own goal. And I'm seeing Ryan Manning down, covering his face there. I think we might see a few QPR players down, injured now in the rest of this. Wow. Deary me. Ben, you've disappeared. Hopefully, I'm still here. This is incredible. One of the best leagues in the world. Let me know if you can still see me. Hopefully, you can, guys. Reading down to 10 men, says Stephen. I don't know who has been sent off. Jay says, as if QPR are promoting Brentford. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Reload if you are not getting the stream. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream. Error. I think everything just went mental all at once. Hopefully you can all see me and everything's okay with the stream. My clock is still ticking here. If anyone can let me know who's been sent off for Reading. Pritham from India. Hello, sir. Bilic is getting twitchy. H. Huss says, so Brentford don't even need to score. They don't, but if they did, that would put the cat amongst the pigeons. Absolutely, absolutely big style here. Bellingham goes close for Birmingham, apparently. Jack says, can't see Fulham turning this around now. Barnsley and QPR doing their part. Apparently, Maite is the guy who has been sent off for Reading. They're well and truly on the beach. We lost the stream for 10 seconds. Sorry about that. Let me know, guys. I'm now putting the fan on. Let me know if that affects the picture in any way, shape, or form, because I am boiling. Carl says the bottom teams are the best in the league since lockdown. Aren't they just? Let's have a look at this. West Brom into the penalty box here. Cut back. QPR deal with that comfortably. Ajayi's got it. Bartley, excuse me, has got it on halfway as they rebuild for another attack. I suspect that will be the pattern for the rest of this game. Here comes Eze, though. Eze slips it through. Samuel's got loads of pace, but can't quite get there. 82. Not very many for promotion. I always talk about 92 for automatic, don't I? Oh, holy crap! Barnsley have scored. No way. Wow. Does no one want to get promoted? Barnsley have scored. What are these two teams doing? If anyone knows who has got the Barnsley goal, I cannot believe this. So Barnsley are now staying up and West Brom will take automatic. If Fulham were to actually score a couple of goals, they'd get automatic promotion here. Nobody wants to go up. Jim's just said it. Nobody wants to go up. Who scored for Barnsley? If anyone can let me know. This is sensational. Let me know who has scored the Barnsley goal. I cannot believe this. Callum Stiles has scored for Barnsley. Oh my goodness me, 100 million quid. Anybody want it? So at the moment, nobody's scoring any points out of second, third and fourth. Kravinovic in the box. Oh, cuts it back for Robinson. This is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Reading have equalised as well. I cannot believe this. So at the moment, second, third and fourth are all losing. We're now about to see the goal. Into the box, headed clear. Stiles from left wing back, sticks it in low. What a moment for Barnsley. He looks overjoyed with that one, Stiles. I will bet he does. I cannot believe what's going on here. So it's Brentford. Let me type that one in for you guys. Brentford 0, Barnsley 1, and Stiles has scored. Can you believe that? How many chances are West Brom going to get here? George Puskas is the goal scorer for Reading. It is Reading 1, Swansea 1. That'll do for Nottingham Forest as well, won't it? Puskas with the goal there. Unbelievable. Let's bring up the top of the table and you will see West Brom are currently losing. They will stay on 82 points. Brentford are currently losing at home to relegation threatened Barnsley. Just in Puskas put the penalty in. Keeper goes the right way. Couldn't quite get there, Woodman. And remember, that's 10-man Reading as well without Maite. Fulham are also losing. A Fulham win now would promote them to the Premier League, and they're losing at Wigan. Just mad scenario. And apparently West Brom have equalised. I'm now seeing they're coming in from the left-hand side. This will be a huge goal here. Kravinovic has got it. He's holding on to the ball. He's moved it to the left to Townsend. Nice feed into Robinson. Diangana into the box. Touch. Finish. Great goal by West Brom. Lovely goal. Diangana races in there. Slaven Bilic goes crazy. That goal will promote West Brom as it stands. I cannot believe this. Great goal as well by West Brom. I love it when a team attacks, goes back, rebuilds, give and go, and Diangana gets the goal, hits it. Looks like through Lumley's legs. Let's have a look. Through the legs. Great finish. Great goal by West Brom. Diangana. Still, if Brentford can get in front, they will be promoted. Slaven Bilic absolutely loves that. Normal service removed. Normal service regained. I don't know what even the saying is. Deary me. No more mad scores there for a second. West Brom have equalised now. Big goal there. Diangana. As it stands, Sky have put up on their table there. West Brom will be promoted 1-1. Wow. Tahala says, I can't keep up. Neither can I. Deary me. Who do I want to get promoted, says Sean. God knows. We're going to Wigan and Fulham here on my left screen. What is going on here? Free kick from the right-hand side. Are Fulham going to equalise? No. Long range, it looked like Harry Arter, was it? Smacked it over the top there. Brentford have hit the post, says Craig. Absolutely brilliant. What's the Wigan situation? Do they stay up as it stands? Wigan are staying up as it stands. They are winning. Incredible save from Walton. Turns Mbuemo's shot onto the post. Hopefully we'll get a look at that. And a West Brom goal disallowed, apparently, as well, for offside. We're now going to get a look at this. Kravinovic, Pereira, and Robinson, and yeah, two of them offside there. One of them not interfering with play. I like Aquarium says, come on, Fulham. Does that mean something has happened in the Fulham game? The Championship is the most exciting league in the world. By God, it is, isn't it? Deary me. Oh, let's have another look at that West Brom goal there. Was it his arm offside? Oh, no, he is offside. I thought it was tighter than it looked, but there we go. Pritham, missing the fun. No live streaming in India. There we go. Wow. Coming up to half-time now. As it stands, West Brom promoted. Forest losing, but they're going to make the playoffs, as are Cardiff. We're now about to see the save that Walton is going to make in the Brentford game. Or are we? I don't know what I'm being shown here in the Brentford game. I think they're just going to half-time. Or we're going to see a replay. Mbuemo, left corner, right corner of the box. Oh, that is a good save. Could have took that into the net with him. Matthew says, nice shorts. Thank you. I used to sign you and now we find you in the Championship and doing really great. Sabri Lamucci. So, yes, looks like Leeds are done here at halftime. As it stands, Wigan are going to be staying up, I think, at Charlton's expense, although Luton are winning as well. Let's have a look at the bottom of the table and see exactly what is happening. Luton are winning, so they're up to 51 potentially. Charlton are losing. Wigan are winning, so they're on 49. Barnsley would go to 49 as well, but would be relegated on goal difference at the moment. I believe I'm correct in saying that Barnsley, despite winning, would still be going down. Let me add that one up one more time. Hull, 45. Charlton, 48. Barnsley, 49. Wigan, 49, but higher on goal difference. And Luton, 51. Wow, I hadn't realised that. So Barnsley are winning away at Brentford, but as it stands, will still be relegated. Wow. It's the way the cookie crumbles. All the half times are now coming in. I'm a diamond geezer from a hammer. Thank you, sir. Yes, Leeds have the famed Bloom, 2 points per game, 93. And I think once the half times, Wigan are only having their points taken off at the start of next season. Well, we don't know that, Paul. It depends on what the appeal says. If they have points done, it will be this season, but they may get out of it. I don't know on what grounds, COVID grounds, but we've seen Gareth Barry there, the holy grail of the championship. So exciting, says Needown. It's been absolutely bonkers stuff so far. Right. I think we are good to bring up a live league table. I think all the games have gone to half time. So let's see if we can get a live league table up for you guys. I'm just sorting that out on the phone. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. Says Russell, I think, in the chat. Just bringing up the top half and the bottom half of the live league tables. Unbelievable half. And just those splurges of goals have been incredible. Could all still turn around the other way, couldn't it? I'm just grabbing these two league tables. And now we warned. I think this sometimes messes with the picture a little bit. So apologies if the picture goes a little bit groggy for a second. But we should be able to put up a live league table for you in just a jiffy, as my Mac tries to cope with everything we're asking the poor thing to do. We've got the top half, and I'm just bringing up the bottom half, and we will be able to see what that completely ludicrous half has meant. Let me remove that banner, and we can have a look at this properly. So here is the halftime picture. Leeds will win the title by 10 points as it stands and will hit the 2 points per game mark. West Brom, with just a draw, will be promoted. Brentford are losing. Fulham are losing. Everybody is choking. Cardiff, they are leading 2-0 and look pretty safe. And that would change the picture in the playoffs, wouldn't it? In respects of Fulham would then be playing Cardiff and Brentford would be playing Forest. Remember, Forest have won twice against Brentford already this season. Swansea are drawing and not in it. And then we're on the beach, aren't we, with all of those other teams just trying to get as high a finish as they possibly can. Let us bring up the bottom of the table, please, if you would. Deduct 12 points from Wigan. They're on 61, so they would go to 49 with that deduction. The deduction will be given at full time tonight, but there is an appeal at the moment. Wigan will stay up in spite of a 12-point deduction, which would be insane. But also what would be insane is Barnsley at the moment are going to Brentford on the final day of the season and winning, and will still be relegated. Look at Birmingham. Wow. Goodness me. If it wasn't for the Wigan deduction, Birmingham genuinely could go down with, that would require Charlton to score 3 goals away at Leeds in the second half. Not going to happen. But yeah, Birmingham really, really have tanked. Hull are down, aren't they? Hull are 2-0 down at Cardiff and bottom of the league. Charlton, well, not good. Not good. They're 2-0 down. They're not going to win their game, I don't think. Charlton are now relying on either Brentford or Fulham equalising in their games. It's out of Charlton's hands now, really. That's what I'm saying. I think Hull are down and it's totally out of Charlton's hands. But remember, we could have another one of those mad minutes whereby we get a quick goal in the Fulham game, a quick goal for Brentford, and all of a sudden, Charlton is staying up again. Absolutely incredible stuff. Yes, we are all at half time. Let's have a look at the comments. Camera is playing up again, apparently. Joy. Every year the same. Last round, madness. I think the cutting out in the stream is when I send pictures across from the phone. I think it messes things up. Absolutely sensational. I can see Scott Minto holding his hands up like that in the Sky coverage saying this is just absolutely insane. 20 goals apparently we've had across the 12. Forest played open, expensive football, but are losing. We've had the chance to be out of sight. You now should understand why we play defensive. I totally understand why you play defensive football. More power to you. Great content, says Craig. Lovely to see Leeds have hit the 2 points per game. Mark, they're on 93 as I'm seeing the Manning goal again. How do I think Norwich will get on next season? It should be fine, really, shouldn't they? It just depends if they do anything mad from an operational point of view. And it depends how important the players they had when they went up actually were. Whether Pukki or Buendia was propping that team up, we'll see if one of them gets sold. If these two games are Brentford under pressure, you can understand my nerves if it's the playoffs. Yes, indeed. George says, in our hands, Brentford need 2 goals. Yes, and remember, just 1 goal for West Brom and there's nothing anybody else can do. And that's when it starts to get silly, because if West Brom score on minute number 46, then do Brentford just say, okay, fine, whatever, we'll finish in the playoffs. Ben White's first goal for us, what a goal, yeah, ridiculous goal, wasn't it? Harvey says, this is brilliant, Ben. So glad Stoke aren't involved in the pure carnage down the bottom. Just ridiculous. Alistair says, have I seen Maite's red card? I have not. Graben had one cleared off the line. Lolly missed a one-on-one with keeper. Davis made a great save. We then conceded from a set play. It's exactly what happened to Brentford in the last game against... oh, I see. Don't think it's a camera issue. It's something with the problem on the door there. Deary me. Enjoying my commentary. Wonderful. I'm enjoying doing it. Let's have a little look at what happened as it happened. I'll just have to press that button and you'll be able to see how ridiculous this was. So on the beach first, a couple of goals in those games. Then we had that big goal. At that point, Luton were looking a bit screwed, weren't they? On the beach. Then all of a sudden, Charlton are opening the door up. At that point, both Luton and Charlton are losing. And then, at that point, Swansea start to win and Forest start to lose. So we start to think, can Swansea make the playoffs? But then, Cardiff score, which completely screws over Swansea, because Swansea really can catch Cardiff, but they can't catch Forest without a ton of goals being scored in both games. Then, more on the beach stuff. And Luton equalised in that game, which throws the relegation stuff. Then at that point, you know that Charlton are cooked and relying on Fulham and Brentford to do them favours. But then Wigan score. I'll then go 2-0 down, which looks like they're completely done now. And then we get the biggest moment of the half, QPR taking the lead against West Brom. So for that short period, Brentford were promoted. Then it was a brilliant minute, this one. Luton then take the lead, having been behind. So all of a sudden, they're shafting everybody else down the bottom of the league on the beach stuff. Then the madness here, Brentford not only don't want to get promoted, but with the results down the bottom, Barnsley, that's not even going to be enough to keep them up. On the beach there, Reading, and then some sense prevails and one of the top 6 teams actually starts to win a game. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Good going, 2 points per game. Absolutely. Anyone scores 2 points per game. Brilliant stuff. This league is absolutely bonkers. We're champions, but can't help keeping an eye out for the other results. I mean, this half has proved it's just been absolutely ludicrous. When Brentford hit the post, it was actually a good save. I must credit the keeper. This league is just mental. At this rate, the playoffs are going to be very entertaining. There you go. All the playoffs will be 0-0 and 1-0 now, won't they? This is Brentford Doncaster all over again. Yeah, I remember that one. Penalty missed and then everything changing in the last minutes. Cardiff, clear favourites for playoffs. Harris in the Prem. One Welsh club screwing over another. What's the world coming to? Excuse me while I just turn the fan down. Thank you, Ben. It's late here in India. I'll stay up, Prefam. Great stuff here. Brentford missed a last-minute pen and Doncaster broke away. Sensational. Blackburn have scored 3 goals but are still losing. God, have they scored 2 own goals? Of course they have. Yeah. Wow. 2 own goals in a game. That's decent. Blackburn have been clinical. There we go. Skipper says, to be fair, Brentford have played the last 2 games against teams who are not mugs and desperate for the win. Not over yet. You got to beat those teams, though, don't we? I don't remember Norwich. Yeah, Norwich got 94. So Norwich will outscore Leeds. 300 watching. Whoop. Hit the thumbs up button. Get involved. And, subscribe as well. Hit the subscribe button. You can see behind me there. Oh, turn the wrong way. I'll get the picture in reverse here. 10,000 subscribers. There it is. I look like a rock star. Let's do it. Absolutely. Leeds are battering Charlton. Yeah, Charlton are now relying on Fulham to score and Wigan to score. Brentford to score, aren't they? If Brentford can't handle the pressure, they won't do well in the playoffs. Absolutely. Lev's at work. Yeah, take a look at this later. Absolutely mentalness in this one. A whole fan dislike. Right. We are go in the second half. It looks like Reading and Swansea have kicked off there. So we're good to go again. No, they don't they should all kick off the second half at the same time, but they don't. Predictions for Ipswich next year, I'll be sad. I'm pretty sure Norwich got 94. Yeah. As we all know, anything is possible. There we go. Penny's Ipswich's answer to Alan Partridge. Do I want to be that? Isn't Alan Partridge a complete moron with no self-awareness? There we go. It felt like a feeding frenzy when all the goals were going in. Yeah, I don't know whether we'll be able to beat that moment back in the first half. Brilliant stuff. Cracking shirt, that. Cracking cheese, Gromit. Charlton have brought on Chapsaniki and Johnny Williams. And someone's making their debut for Huddersfield. Mika Obiero, I think that says. I know exactly who Alan Partridge is. I just don't know whether I want to be him. There we go. This is, I just missed that. Something about the 2013 final day. Ben always has great shirts. Thank you. Alan Partridge is great. Norwich icon. And just re-showing the Callum Stiles goal here. Janssen, I think, heads it away, drives it in with his left foot, goes kind of through the defenders. Incredible. Live performance of my Bielsa song. Hey, one day, maybe at Leeds. Yeah? Badger says Swansea and Stoke banging another couple the second halves, and Forest could be out of the playoffs. Yes, that goal against Swansea was a big blow, that wasn't it? Right. Yeah, as it stands, Leeds and West Brom up. Playoffs, Brentford, Fulham, Cardiff, Forest. Going down, Hull, Charlton and Barnsley. Wow. Barnsley win at Brentford on the last day of the season and still go down. Incredible. Right, here we go, guys. Strap yourself in. Grady Diangana looks very, very focused. He's one West Brom player who's actually playing well, I think. Back underway at Sheffield Wednesday. Do I think Wickham could be competitive? They'll be competitive in every game. Have you seen the way they play? Whether that's enough and whether they'll be a bit like Rotherham under Paul Warne, I don't know. Yeah, enjoy the second half. If you're off to watch your games, please come back though. Keep us on maybe on the phone on silent. Keep hearing these Cavani to Leeds rumours as we kick off at the Hawthorns for the second half. I think Millwall have scored again, and the madness begins for the second half. If anyone's got the Millwall scorer for me, Millwall 2, Huddersfield 1. That should come up to my left-hand side at some point very, very soon. I do not know who the scorer is, though. Anyone has the Millwall scorer, do let me know. I wonder if Huddersfield have tweeted it rather than Millwall. Jake Cooper scores a header from a corner. Let's have a look here. What's happening in the Swansea game, and why are we being shown it on? Well, apparently Bristol City have scored as well. I don't know why we're showing footage of a corner being cleared. Everyone's saying Mahoney, but I'm being told it was Cooper. We'll get that confirmed and find out actually who did score that goal. If anyone can let me know who scored for Bristol City as well, that would be wonderful. Jake Cooper. Really enjoy your shows. Thank you. All the best. Stay tuned, remember, for the Dilly Departed show that's going to be on. Just trying to get the Bristol City goal scorer as well. Famara Dieju at exactly the same point. Adrian tells me that it's Jeju, and so does Russ. Right, I'm just going to get those goals typed up. Mike says Charlton have come out, give it a real go. Scarlett, there you go. Do you believe in Jesus, Scarlett? People still do that sort of thing. Let's have a look. Right, what were the 2 goals so far? So it's Millwall 2, Huddersfield 1. Jake Cooper. No doubt he'll be linked with moves away from Millwall during the summer. Signed a new contract. Does that mean anything? Who knows? Bristol City 1, Preston 1. You're going to show us the goal. Attacking down the right. Lovely little scoop ball over. Is that Vyman into the box? Oh, defender had a chance to clear that there, and he fluffed his lines. It might have been Darnell Fisher covering from fullback. Apologies if it wasn't, because I've just outed him. 1-1 in those 2 games. They're on the beach games. Both of those don't affect anything. In the Premier League, Liverpool 1-0 up on Chelsea. And Fulham have scored. Fulham have equalised. And I think Fulham need West Brom to actually lose. I think there's a goal difference issue, and that could be very bad news for Wigan at the bottom of the table as well. I'm just waiting for the goal scorer in the Fulham game. Naskins Cabano, and with Oh, brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant free kick from Neeskens Cabana. Oh, and I think West Brom are going to take the lead. So very good news for West Brom. Brentford are going to be dropping to play Cardiff in the playoffs at the moment. Why do all these goals come at once? Brilliant goal from Cabana. I'm just watching the West Brom stream. This could be the goal that promotes West Brom. Dean Garner squeezes between two, goes away down the left-hand side, crosses low. Callum Robinson on his own, cool as you like. West Brom are going to get promoted by the look of it now. Brilliant start to the second half. Barnsley, though, it now looks like Wigan are going down and Barnsley are staying up. If Brentford cannot score, Leeds have scored again. Charlton really don't want to stay up. It's another mad minute. Let's do a Warnock like that. If Brentford don't score, would you sign into their forward line? Yes, Ben Rama, for sure. Right. Let's see if we can get these goals in the right order. So, first of all, it was Wigan 1 and Fulham equalising there. So, for a hot moment there, we thought Fulham might have some chance again, but West Brom did put pay to that very soon. But Fulham potentially are going to finish third now as well. Leeds have gone 3-0 up against Charlton. Tyler Roberts with the goal. I have not seen it yet. Oh no, Fulham don't go above Brentford. I got that wrong. I'm very sorry. I got that wrong. The goal difference, Fulham can't go above Brentford, basically. Oh no, with a win they can, of course. But at the moment, goal difference there. But they are not third just yet. Big goal, that one for... did I even put it up? I don't think I put it up, did I? Let's pop the West Brom goal up. West Brom 2-1. Robinson with the goal as we described it. And I think I need to shove that just up there. So here they are as they went in. First of all, Fulham got the equaliser. Then West Brom immediately twisted the knife, and Charlton there. So down at the bottom of the table, let's have another look, because we have a totally new context. I won't bring up the I'll bring up the old table from before the game before it gets totally confusing. So Hull are losing 45. Charlton actually, first, let's go again. Hull are losing 45. Wigan are drawing 47. Charlton are losing 48. Barnsley are winning 49. Luton are winning 51. At the moment, Hull, Wigan and Charlton are down, with Barnsley and Luton surviving. Barnsley and Luton, last season's League One winners and runners-up, potentially at the moment both going to survive. Who else went up from League One last season? Can't even remember. My brain's totally scrambled. Who won the playoffs? Charlton. I was there with Russ, who's in the chat. Deary me. Christoph says, or Chris Thorpe even, look at Hull City, Premier League, and now the third tier. Yeah, they've done a Sunderland. We're looking at the Cardiff game here. Chance for Hull. Did I get a second chance? Oh, I think that's Wilkes again, is it? Yes, hits the post for Hull there. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, Hull 45. Wigan 47, Charlton 48, Barnsley 49. Villa, up the Villa. Yes, they had a great night last night. Now all of your hopes are fading away. You never beat Millwall, home or away. Stop crying, Lee Bowyer. And the fireworks have started at Leeds. Will says, this is better than the 2012-2013 final day. Kneedown says Brentford's heads look to have dropped. Good news for Barnsley. I did say this, didn't I, going into these games? If you get a situation where all of a sudden, West Brom are winning and Brentford are losing, and Brentford are thinking, well, it doesn't really matter even if we do score 2 goals. We're still not going to get automatic. So West Brom doing their job at the moment, but going behind. As you can see, just across the bottom there, it says support the channel financially by using the super chat feature, just the $1 button there, or subscribing on Patreon. And for absolutely free, you can hit the like button. That helps. Comment, share, retweet, subscribe. Thank you for helping us reach 10,000 subscribers. It's been a brilliant time here on YouTube. Oh, West Brom are in. Oh, Robinson should have made it 3-1. That should have been promotion done there. Robinson was in behind on the right-hand side of the penalty box. We'll likely get another chance to have a look at that one. But he should have scored. I think they're going to run a replay here. No doubt it'll be Pereira, a little touch off. He's well onside. Slipped through, I think, by Livermore possibly. Big miss. Goes for the near post there. That should have been West Brom confirmed as promoted there. Let's have a look. Would be nice for QPR to end this 2-1. Respectable performance and not helping Brentford. There we go. What do you think about Ben Rama to Leeds? Yeah. God, sign Ben Rama. Anyone. Great player. Bit weird this. No one at the games, no atmosphere. But despite that, yeah, there you go. How good would this have been? Ewan says, am I watching the goals on Sky Sports News or am I watching the West Brom game? I'm watching both, Ewan. We've managed to do this with great technical dexterity last time. So let's do exactly the same thing again. If I do that, you can see in my phone, there is the screen there. And over to that side, you can see West Brom and QPR. Over to that side, you can see Sky Sports News as well. Doing a good job, but everyone seems to be getting the info quicker. Well done on 10K. You should have more. Analysis of Leeds and Bielsa was great. Have it as your show. Well, thank you very much. Very, very kind. Can't see Wigan escaping 12 points. No, I think they'll get the deduction, won't they? Let's all laugh. Pontus Schadenfreude is alive and well. Full-time cakes from the missus, says Little Crow. She'll probably be tuning in and out, so we'll see if she's there watching. Her and her cousin have been baking all day, so there should be something there. What's happened to Wigan is a disgrace, on par with what happened to Bury. EFL not fit for purpose. Yeah, certainly don't seem to be fit and proper persons who've taken over Wigan. Channel doing great. Thank you. Yeah. Hit the subscribe button. Someone let me know. Can you subscribe while you're watching the feed? I guess you can. Someone let me know. That'd be interested to know myself whether you can hit the subscribe button while you're doing this. Pizza and wine for Ben. Had the pizza yesterday, actually, I have to say, but we don't need to have an excuse to drink a glass of wine. Chances on Wigan winning the appeal. Hey, if Wigan gets safe without the even including a possible 12 points, then absolutely not. I don't think the appeal will be successful anyway, but if Wigan are safe even without it, then they'll definitely enforce it to kind of flex their muscles. Yes, so you can. So hit the subscribe button while you're here. Penalty to Luton. Penalty at Luton. Chance to pretty much guarantee safety here. I'm sure James Collins will take this penalty. we're going into carnage mode, guys, because even Sunjic has scored for Birmingham at exactly the same time. If anyone has got the Luton stream on, have a look at this penalty. It will no doubt be James Collins. Luton have scored the penalty. Luton are safe. Everybody, that is a done job. Luton are safe. There's only one relegation place left now. Luton are safe. Brilliant from Nathan Jones. Brilliant from Luton. That's going to be 51 points as well. They've needed to be safe. Well played, Luton, is all I'm going to say to that. Brilliant, brilliant stuff by Luton. Let's get all of that written up so we can see as we go. Yeah, that is Collins, number 19, stepping up from the spot. He looks like he's going to take it right-footed, hands on hips. Referee pulls everyone back. Blackburn on the beach. Here comes Collins. Whoa! Spanks that one down the middle, and Nottingham Forest have equalised. Nottingham Forest have equalised against Stoke. We're going into carnage mode, guys. Here it comes. Forest have scored, so that confirms Forest in the playoffs, I would suspect, and Luton are safe, I would suspect as well. So the only thing outstanding now is that last relegation place. Crazy moment, more carnage, but things look like they are working out. Although, have QPR equalised? I'm seeing a big tweet saying that is filthy from QPR. Let's just watch this space really, really quickly. Diagonal ball across. Eze, first touch, right foot. What a goal! What a goal! Eze, outstanding goal. It's up for grabs again. West Brom 2, QPR 2. Utter carnage in the Championship. Big diagonal here from centre to right. First touch by Eze. Dreamy. What a goal by Eze. Unbelievable scenes. If Brentford want this, it's theirs, but they need to score 2 goals. QPR are not laying down and dying. Look at Eze's composure. Oh, they just had a real tight close-up of him going through there. He relaxed his shoulders and he just curled it away from the keeper into the top corner. What a player Eze is. That is a sensational goal by Eze. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's see if we can keep up. The first goal was at Birmingham. Not that anybody cares because both Birmingham and Derby are on the beach, but Sunjic got the first goal. Brentford just need to score a couple of goals, didn't they? Then Luton, we had the penalty at Luton against Blackburn, which is to put them 3-1 up, and pretty much Swansea have just scored at Reading as well. Swansea have scored at Reading in this playoff chase. So it is still open. I'm just seeing the Forest goal as well. Figueiredo headed in from a corner. Swansea have put in the pressure on. I'll come to your comments in a minute. 64 comments have just gone through. I'm just trying to keep up with all of this stuff happening. I've never been able to spell Figueiredo, by the way. So someone can correct me when it comes in. Oh, God, it's horrible spelling. There we go. That'll do. I know that's spelt wrong. And then that sensational goal by Eze. Now we have a situation where if QPR do score again, Brentford or Fulham have a big chance to do this. Chance at Wigan. Great save by Rodak there as well. So West Brom 2, QPR 2. Brilliant goal by Eze in that one. You wanted carnage, guys. You're getting carnage. Oh, Millwall have gone 3-1 up as well. Scalak. God, what a bust he's been as a signing. But he's got a game here. So Millwall 3-1 up against Huddersfield. Good luck if you're keeping up with all of this. I'm struggling. And Leeds have just gone 4-0 up as well. Wow. We are absolutely all over the shop here. Swansea in the midst of that also took the lead. So small chance. It looks like Jamie Shackleton had scored for Leeds in that one. Wayne Routledge, he can't have many more seasons in him. Any. So Reading 1, Swansea 2, and it is Leeds 4, Charlton 0. Charlton are going to be going down with a whimper at the moment. Jamie Shackleton has come into the team there for Leeds and scored 2 in 2 games. I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the comments. Obviously, that was a mental through few minutes. What a day, says Lyrical Ben. Great go. Yeah, can we just reflect how good was Eze's goal? And what I loved was the close-up of him just relaxed. What a player he is. Jesus Christ. Incredible carnage, absolute carnage, says Russell in the chat there. James says, so glad we walked it, I think, from a Leeds point of view. Right, let's try and catch up with this. I'm going to remove the banner from the bottom as Romain Sawyer's attacks for West Brom. I'm just seeing Jamie Shackleton. He's running in behind. Oh, no, sorry, it's Paveda running in behind. Slides. Oh, it's a great finish. I tell you what, Leeds have scored some good goals today. Pereira in on the edge of the box there, deflected over. Right, let's have a look and see if we can figure out all that's going on now. At the top of the table, West Brom currently are drawing. They're on 83. Brentford are losing and choking. They're on 81. Fulham are drawing. They are on 81 as well. So a Fulham goal and another QPR goal. Fulham are up. Another QPR goal and a Brentford goal. Brentford are up. 2 Brentford goals and Brentford are up. Could really still change. In the playoff race, Swansea are winning, so they're on 70. Forest are... No, did Forest go behind again? Forest are level, aren't they? No, Forest are level, so they're on 71. Cardiff are leading. So we don't expect that to change too much more. Just seeing some footage from Brentford in that game there. The relegation race is where it gets even more crazy. QPR are actually attacking here. They're having a fair bit of territory. I think is that Amos or is that Chair? Sorry, I'm watching on an iPad far away and I can't quite tell. Let me just run through this relegation thing. So Hull are down, aren't they? They're on 45 and they're 2 goals down. Barnsley are winning, so they're on 49. Wigan are on 47. Luton 51. Charlton are on 48. So as it stands, Luton and Barnsley will be safe. Right, I think we've done the most recent bout of carnage there. This is like watching Sky Sports, says Frederick, presumably from Scandinavia with a name like that. Hi, Frederick. Russell says QPR are all over West Brom. You've got to love this. I tell you what, for pure S-housery and carnage here, it would be a QPR goal would just be hilarious, wouldn't it? Ian says, get flash scores. Is the app called Flash Scores? I've got the BBC as it stands table, but and I've got all sorts of stuff going on. To be honest, Twitter is quicker than everything else here because I think some of the... Have we got a goal at Forest? I think we might have a goal at Forest, which should... No, Forest haven't got a second. Remember as well in the West Brom QPR game, Callum Robinson missed a really big chance at 2-1 before that brilliant goal by Eze. Right, let me see if I can download this Flash Scores app. My apologies if it seems when I do something on my phone, it makes the makes the stream go a bit wobbly. What a mental set of results so far. Absolute insanity. 32 goals so far. Flash score. Now downloading the app. Let's see if that reaches things quickly. Brentford, double substitution for the Bees. Fosu and Marcondes and Canos and Pinnock have gone out. Hull, we're seeing some Hull and Cardiff footage here. Doesn't look like there has been any goals in that game. Right, let's get the flash scores app up. Might help me out with the table. Eze added 5 million. Yeah, what a goal that was. Outstanding from Eze. Really, really great goal. That there's been a few good ones. Cabano's free kick as well was quite banterous as well. Right, let's have a look here. Okay, I've got the flash scores up as well. Yes, I agree to your privacy settings. There we go. Can I see a live league table though? Oh, yes, I can. Lovely. Okay, good. We have a live league table now. We've got Twitter going, everything going. Let's just read through the scores quickly as they stand. QPR on the attack there. Was that Bright Samuel going down the left? Just loses out there. So, scores as they stand. Loving this, Ben. If lockdown stays, we'd love to see us continue. Well, I'm loving this too. It's just a matter of getting the. Might cost me a fortune in streams, but there we go. Right, it's Birmingham 1, Derby 1 on the beach. Brentford losing at home to Barnsley 1-0. Incredible. Bristol City 1, Preston 1. They are on the beach. I'm being told there's been a Brentford goal. If that is true, Brentford are in the Premier League. Is that Brentford have scored? Wow. So Brentford have scored. As it stands, Brentford will be going up. There's 20 minutes to go and Brentford have scored. Josh De Silva has scored for Brentford. Brentford will be in the Premier League as it stands. And that news has got to filter through to West Brom very soon. Or will they? No, they won't. They need West Brom to lose. Sorry, I've got very excited there. False alarm, indeed. But Brentford have equalised. Not yet, though. Sorry about that. I got very, very excited there. They will not be going up because they're 1 point behind. But if they can go and get the winner, it's going to be a typical Josh De Silva left foot curler. Sorry, I got overexcited then. First mistake I've made all night, but there we go. Back up, Ben. Brentford need another. Yes, they do, but Brentford, I swear you'll never see anything like this again. Aguero. Why do they score in batches here? So, West Brom must know now that Brentford are now literally going to play all-out attack. Brentford, a goal now, and they're in the Premier League. Wow. This is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Bilic must know. Has his demeanour changed there? So it's Brentford 1. Barnsley 1. Let's pop that. Oh, my typing and my spelling's all gone out of the window. Who scored? Josh De Silva. Didn't he? There we go. Brentford 1. Barnsley 1. And I believe in the carnage there that Stoke scored again, didn't they? McLean for Stoke. He's had a good season considering how rubbish Stoke have been. It is Forest 1, Stoke 2. Are Swansea winning? It's getting tight. Forest 1, Stoke 2. Right. QPR are still having territory in this one. Swansea are winning. do you know, a couple more goals and Forest can still not make this. Swung into the box there. McLean's on the back stick, left foot deflected. He's right on the goal line there. Be interested to see a side on of that one. He looked possibly offside there, but then I have not seen it. The comments are going mad. So has there been another crazy goal? Right, let me just bring the live league table up. We'll see if I can do that. So as it stands, Hull, bottom and down. Barnsley, yeah, that leveller has put Barnsley to 23rd. Sounds like Blackburn have scored. Oh, God. So that could take 2 points off Luton. This is too much. Gallagher, let's type that one in. Brentford on the attack here in the feed. Surely Sky Sports News should just run the Brentford game now, shouldn't they? Just passing it around, frankly. Right, let's just tap this one in here. The most recent goal was Gallagher, wasn't it? So it is Luton 3, Blackburn 2. We could not have picked a better night to do this for the first time, could we? It's Luton 3, Blackburn 2. So, as I was saying, we're just going to see the goal actually. Nodded down. That's a great goal. I think it's nodded down by, is that Danny Graham's brought him on? And Gallagher kind of flicks a right foot at it. It's really good finish first time on the half volley. So Hull, Barnsley, Charlton are going down. They've gone live to Wigan and Fulham. As it stands, West Brom are on 83 points. Brentford are on 82, but a Brentford goal will promote the Bees as we go into last quarter of an hour. West Brom on the attack. Kravinovic crosses from the left, punched clear by Lumley. Here come QPR. It's about 1 against 7. He'll do well in that one. Forest are going to get into the playoffs on goal difference. They are +9. Swansea are +7 with a better goal scored. So one more goal in each of those games and Forest would drop out of the playoffs. So the big games now, a goal for QPR and Brentford are up. A goal for Brentford and Brentford are up. A goal for Fulham and they'd climb above Brentford. Obviously, Brentford well clear on goal difference. What's going on at Luton? Luton are trying to throw away this lead. Because I said they were safe, wasn't it, about 20 minutes ago? Famous last words. QPR on the attack. Again, looks like Millwall have scored. Again, it says ice cool. So I assume that was John Daddy Bodvarsson, but we'll await. Cross from the right, QPR putting pressure on. Kai down the right-hand side, I think. Have Stoke scored? Oh, right. This is really getting interesting with Stoke and Forest now. If Stoke have gone 3-1 up, then this really is going to get interesting because that goal difference has just decreased by one more, hasn't it? So Swansea would then need one goal to get in the playoffs against... This is incredible. So if Swansea score one more goal against 10-man Reading, they will be in the playoffs. Swansea will make the playoffs, and Forest, looking for all the world like they were going to make it, are going to drop out. Squeezed in at the back post. What are Forest doing? Lee Gregory there. He scored in the last game as well, didn't he? QPR are making some substitutions here. Incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible. Huge chance, it says, for Ollie Watkins Carnage. Bright Asai Samuel apparently off in his last Rangers appearance here. We're just about to see the Millwall goal. Bodvarsson scores for Millwall there. Swansea need 2, do they? God, this is hyper accurate, this, isn't it? Well, Swansea need 2 or another one for Stoke, and you wouldn't rule it out. Looks like Ryan Manning's being tested for a concussion. That is all going to add a load of stoppage time on to this game, isn't it? Right. Oh, we're about to see the Watkins chance. Here's Ben Rama. Brilliant as ever. Swings that one in. Oh, and he missed his kick. Watkins on the back post. It's brilliant from Ben Rama as we've come to expect. And he just takes his eye off it and misses his kick there. Sensational. Chance for Wigan in the Wigan game as well. Right, let's get this updated now because we've had a couple of goals. Millwall went 4-1 up against Huddersfield. How I spell Bodvarsson is the question. Ipswich were once linked with Bodvarsson when he was at Wolves many moons ago when Ipswich used to buy players for money. Kamil Grzycki is lining up. They're taking Pereira off. Interesting. Bilic pulls out his arguably his best player, Matthias Pereira. Swansea have scored. Swansea are 3-1 up. Right, what does this mean now? What does this mean? Oh my God, I cannot keep up. I just cannot keep up. Does that now put Swansea above? We'll try and get a live league table very, very soon. I'm trying to read this off. Cardiff have gone 3-0 up against Hull. Hull are down. We know Hull are down. Let's just update that goal, first of all, that was scored at Forest by Lee Gregory. I think we needed a 5-goal swing, didn't we? We've only got a 4-goal swing at the moment. So I think there needs to be one more in it. I think Forest are just clinging on by 1 goal now on the goal difference, but I will check that. I'm not 100% certain on that. So first of all, this is a mad battle between Swansea and Forest here that I didn't think was even going to be of any relevance. I think I've got a live league table that says 58-49. I just don't know whether I can trust it or not. So we're just seeing the Swansea goal now. Cullen sliding in, and they sprint back to halfway. Swansea know what they need to do. As I'm seeing QPR doing some defending in the other game. We're into the last 10 minutes now of probably all of the games. Unbelievable stuff going on here. Let me just get this one up now. They're just showing the Watkins miss kick here. Let's just throw this one up. Not that it means a great deal, but Cardiff are 3-0 up. Hull are going to be relegated in their first season without parachute payments. Hull are going to finish bottom. Danny Ward with the goal there. Wow. +9, +8 is the goal difference as it stands. And Swansea have a better goal scored. So either a goal for Swansea or a goal for Stoke, and Forest and Swansea swap places in 6th and 7th. Okay, so I'm for once certain now, either a goal for Stoke or a goal for Swansea, and Forest and Swansea would swap places. Oh, chance for West Brom there. Free kick in. Ajayi and Bartley both arriving, and the ball just flying past the post. It was Ajayi that got the header. 85 minutes gone. at Brentford. Is there going to be a late goal somewhere? Are QPR going to score a late goal to promote Brentford? Are Brentford going to score a late goal to promote Brentford? Are Wigan going to score a late goal to survive? Are Swansea or Stoke going to score to switch off? Here comes Mayhew down the right for Swansea, cuts it back. They step over it, shot from the edge of the box, deflected. Oh, tipped over the top by Raphael. And West Brom on the attack here. Kravinovic down the left. Townsend crosses to the back post. Austin's there. It's gone all the way over O'Shea. And it looks like QPR have got men back. Wow. Shandon Baptiste is coming on for Brentford. Charlie Austin's in the box for West Brom. This is unbelievable stuff. Substitutions for Barnsley as well. A double sub happening that end as well. Goodness me. Fingers crossed. Are we going to get a grandstand finish here from somewhere? As it stands, Leeds will be champions. We knew that. West Brom will be going up in second place. But remember, a QPR goal or a Brentford goal changes all of that. A goal from West Brom now would see them promoted. We're looking at Carl Naismith, by the way, in the Wigan game, trying to help them down at the bottom. As it stands, Hull, Barnsley, and hang on, let me just minus 12 points off Wigan, 59-47. At the moment, Hull, Barnsley, and Wigan. Charlton will be surviving. Oh, my goodness me. So Charlton potentially are losing. Please tell me I've got that right. Wigan minus 12.59. Charlton would survive. Oh, my goodness me. So Wigan need a goal. Barnsley need a goal. Any late goal in any of these games, is it going to happen? Is this the calm before the storm here? No goals in a while. Oh, my God. Yes, please hit the like button. Draw more people to the stream. Is there going to be an incredible moment? It's all Brentford, apparently. And they're both going for each other, apparently. All Brentford says knee down. I'm seeing some footage of it. A Brentford corner. Everybody in the box. Headed clear. I think that might... Oh, it's live footage. Back in and headed clear by Barnsley. Brentford come again. Barnsley defending. Cleared. Oh, and it's with, I think, Fosu down the left, is it? Or is it Baptiste? I'm watching on an iPad. I can't see. My God. What a league. Are we going to get the late goal? So much going on here. Remember, a West Brom goal seals it. A QPR goal now would send Brentford up. A Brentford goal would send Brentford up. Is someone going to score a goal that gets replayed for years and years and years at either West Brom or Brentford? And down at the bottom, Swansea have scored. Swansea are 4-1 up. That Forest are out of the playoffs. Is this right? Swansea have scored and are 4-1 up. How has this happened? A 5-goal swing and a 3-point swing in one game. That would put Forest out of the playoffs. Am I right about that? Someone confirm this for me. Swansea are 4-1 up. There's been a 5-goal swing. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Who has scored for Swansea? Routledge on 92 might have just put Swansea into the playoffs. It's Reading 1, Swansea 4. I'm seeing the footage now. Header at the back post. Incredible. I don't think they know that they've done it. Brewster seems to know. A fairly mooted celebration there, but I think Swansea might have pulled off one of the heists of the century here. I think Swansea, as it stands, are in the playoffs. That would be Routledge second of the game on goals scored. Absolute madness, says Hugh. It's 4-1. Alistair says, I have no words for this. Absolutely insane. They've cut to Chris Kamara at Forest. Forest must know now that they're out of the playoffs. Forest have had the run of all runs now to end this season. And they're going to drop out of the playoffs in absolutely incredible fashion. Here, 6 minutes of added time at Brentford. Brentford need to score. Simply score a goal and you're in the Premier League. Christ alive, I can't keep up with this. Barnsley have scored. I don't believe it. Barnsley have scored. It's done. Wow. What are Brentford doing? And that's going to keep Barnsley up, is it? I cannot believe this. Clark Adore has scored for Barnsley. Brentford do not want to get promoted, do they? I cannot believe this. We said there would be a late goal. What are Brentford doing? I'm speechless. For the first time in the stream, I'm absolutely speechless. What have Brentford done? It must have been a breakaway goal. Does that mean Barnsley survive? I can't keep up for the life of me. Clark Adore has scored probably the most important goal he'll ever score in his life. I don't believe it. All the Barnsley bench are off. Incredible scenes. What was that? I said there was 6 minutes stoppage time. I think Bilic has just heard that Barnsley have scored and told Ajayi to slow down. Oh, he's not coming off. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. That goal's going to keep Barnsley up, and that goal will relegate Charlton. Unbelievable, unbelievable. We said there might be a late goal. Wow, wow, wow. Fulham off the line. I cannot believe this. And Forest are going to be out of the playoffs. Apparently, Fulham have just missed a big chance. I'm just seeing it. Oh, my goodness me. That would have put Fulham third. Wow. I suppose it doesn't matter if QPR score now. Let's see if I can get the live league table up again. Just incredible. I'm now getting a look at the Barnsley goal. Cut across the left, appealing from offside. Adore sticks it into the net. I think we've had a late goal and a Middlesbrough winner there. Slaven Bilic is telling his team that they're up. He's telling his team, keep the ball. It doesn't matter. Stop attacking. Let's look for West Brom to now fold back behind the ball. Bilic has got the message to his players. Now it looks like incredible scenes there. We're waiting for the full times in these games now. As it stands, Hull are down. Charlton are down. Wigan are down. Barnsley and Luton would be safe as it stands. Brentford, an attacking corner. They're live. Lamucci's body is never going to be found. Deary me. Britta Sombalonga, as if anybody cares. Britta Sombalonga has scored. Hull, full-time at Cardiff. Hull are relegated. Let me just put that a Sombalonga goal up here. Christian Norgard has just had an effort for Brentford in this one. It was Sheffield Wednesday 1, Borough 2. Derby have now gone 3-1 up. I don't think we even acknowledged the second Derby goal in that one. West Brom are literally just holding it in the corner now. Slaven Bilic is going absolutely apoplectic on the side. They've played 93 minutes now at West Brom. There's a Sombalonga's goal. We've got Birmingham 1, Derby 3. Louis Sibley scored in that one. It's full time at Sheffield Wednesday. 5 more minutes added on. Birmingham versus Derby. Whittaker, got the second one. And it's full time. Reading 1, Swansea 4. So providing Forest don't score, Swansea will be in the playoffs. The ball's at the wrong end for Brentford. Barnsley running the ball into the corner. They're playing 6 minutes stoppage time there. Brentford have won the ball back. They'll launch an attack, but really they need a QPR goal and one of their own. To all intents and purposes, it looks like West Brom are up. 94 minutes gone at West Brom now. Probably the same at Brentford. More comments coming in. Super Morgan, Whittaker. Stoke have scored. Forest are absolutely done. Stoke are now 4-1 up. That's it. How has that happened? Forest have lost 4-1. There's been a 6-goal difference swing on the last day of the season. I remember typing up that scenario and saying this will never happen. Swansea have got in the playoffs in the most unlikely fashion. I don't know who scored for Stoke. We'll look it up. But Nottingham Forest, wow. An own goal. Own goal. I don't know who's got the own goal. Wow. Bottlingham Forest, it says. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sabri Lamouchi, oh my God. He looks like he's seen 10 ghosts. We're seeing it here. It's a breakaway. Looks like McLean. They're charging forward into the box. McLean squares it. And I can't see, because I couldn't see the number on the back of the shirt. Number 9, that's Nuno da Costa, chasing all the way back with an own goal. A huge story there developing. West Brom, in the meantime, have been promoted. I should say 2-2. That one has ended, and West Brom are up. Steve Cooper has just realised on the pitch at Reading that Swansea have made it into the playoffs from absolutely nowhere. He's just telling his team, presumably, that Stoke have gone 4-1 up. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Particularly this Forest story. Da Costa, own goal. There, let's flash that one up. So we're now seeing the picture, and the picture is saying that West Brom have finished second and are in the Premier League. That Nottingham Forest are out of the playoffs. Wigan are relegated. So sadly, Wigan relegated with that 12-point deduction because of heroic Barnsley. They're in the 97th minute at Barnsley. Gerhard Struber pacing up and down. They said 6 minutes stoppage time. Thomas Frank also looks like he's seen a ghost. They're going to lose their last 2 games here, Brentford, to essentially, they would have only needed to win one of them, surely. And the ref has blown up Barnsley players run on the pitch. What an escape by Barnsley. A 91st minute goal by Clark Odur. West Brom are promoted. That's now been confirmed. The West Brom players are celebrating. They know that the final whistle has gone. West Brom back into the Premier League. Congratulations to West Brom, squeaking over the goal line. West Brom are promoted. Forest are out of the playoffs. And Swansea in. Sorry, let me just type all this down. Forest out of playoffs as the West Brom players celebrate. Swansea in, and as I understand it, it is Hull, Charlton and Wigan have been relegated. I think I'm right here. I'm going to write that up and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Hull, Charlton, Wigan relegated. That is the summary. I think we now know the picture. I think I've got that right. West Brom promoted. Forest out of the playoffs. Swansea are in the playoffs. I'm seeing Nathan Jones has pulled off the great escape. Both of those League One and first and second place in League 1 and 2 stay up. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. Nathan Jones is trying to get in a fight with someone. Blackburn staff member. I don't know what's going on there. He loves to get in a fight, Nathan Jones, doesn't he? Down at the bottom, Hull sold their 2 best players in January and have been relegated, gone on a terrible, terrible run. They were up in the top 10 for sure, maybe even 8th. Charlton have lost 4-0 on the last day of the season, and Wigan have scored 59 points, but a 12-point deduction because their mental new owners put them into administration is going to relegate them. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Commiserations to Katie, who's a Wigan fan, in the chat. Slaven Bilic telling Eze to join West Brom into the bargain as well. What a goal by Eze. I cannot believe how this ebbed and flowed as well. Remember, QPR taking the lead in this game, but Barnsley did their job the whole way through. Absolutely sensational stuff. Barnsley, great escape. Wow, Wigan didn't pull off the greatest escape, but Barnsley, absolute insanity. And let's not gloss over that playoff story. Nottingham Forest had a 3-point lead and a 5 goal difference lead going into this, the last day of the season. And they've somehow managed to not make the playoffs. Let me just show you this graphic that I made in preparation for all of this. And I can't believe we've even got it. I put there, and this was yesterday for the show. Look down at the bottom there, the bottom asterisk. Swansea win, Forest lose, plus 5 goal swing or larger, provided Forest don't outscore Swansea. I did not think that was even a possibility. I was coming up with the permutations of what would happen, and I just typed it out because it was mathematically possible, but I can't believe it. Right, we've got a big super chat that I need to find out. Norwich City Central says enjoying football. Smith must score. £23.99 super chat. We will drink to you, sir. Bye-bye Lamouchi, surely they won't sack him. If Steve Cooper wants a 5-goal swing, he gets a 6-goal swing. I don't believe that. I cannot believe a team goes into the last day with 3 points lead and a 5-goal lead as well. And their opponents win 4-1 and they lose 4-1. I cannot believe it. Terrible for Wigan fans. Been great all season. Yeah, look, owners relegate clubs. We know that. And the Wigan owners have relegated them. The Wigan players have been fantastic. And sadly, they've come up against a manager at Barnsley in Gerhard Struber, who is now going to get linked with every job that comes up in the Championship. The Norwich fans are enjoying football for the first time. As a Blues fan, I feel so sorry for Wigan. Remember, over this last 10 games or so, Wigan have probably scored 15, 20 more points than Blues. Unbelievable. Jake says, incredible night, unforgettable. Absolutely, it has been. Just story after story. Let's just round this home one more time. West Brom joined Leeds. West Brom have been promoted. Slaven Bilic has done it in his first year in the Championship. Nottingham Forest are out of the playoffs. Brentford will play Swansea and Cardiff will play Fulham. Brentford, Swansea, Cardiff, Fulham in the playoffs. Let me add that to that slide really quickly. Brentford v Swansea and Cardiff v Fulham in playoffs. Let's stick that up there so we can see that. So huge story there. Down at the bottom, Hull down. Charlton losing 4-0 at Leeds on the last day of the season. And down they go. And also down go Wigan, sadly. The points deduction. Too much. But now we get the fun and games. If Wednesday get any deductions, that could save Wigan. What I will do now, and I believe it is the right time, let's try and get the table up and we can analyse the final table. Forgive me, I'm going to transfer it over from my phone. So it may put the picture out just for a little bit, but it would be good to see the final table. Yes, well, the feedback has been great for this watch along. I've loved it. Maybe we should do Soccer Saturday shows more often. We have a super chat here, Sebastian, and I don't know what the currency is, but I will read it out. Sebastian, thank you for your amazing coverage. ARS, Argentinian, can anyone help me with what that currency is, please? Argentinian something. We'll continue following the channel. Thank you, Sebastian, and I hope I'm not butchering the presumably Spanish pronunciation of your name there. 200 Argentinian somethings. Go on, someone let me know what the currency is. I'm just getting the table up, guys. Please do this more often, says Matt. Ron says, told you Barnsley would do it. There's a commenter as well called Luke who's told me forever that Swansea would get in the playoffs, and I wouldn't have even agreed with him 2 minutes before the end of the last game, but there we go. Argentinian pesos. Thank you, Sebastian. Argentinian pesos, 200 of them. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. Right, I'm giving you the final league tables. £2.19. Thank you, Sebastian. 200 Argentinian pesos. Was that right? Peso. There we go. Right, here comes the table. And the picture might go funny for a little. Let's just throw up that banner. The key information. West promoted. Forest out of the playoffs and Swansea into the playoffs. Sorry if the picture's going. That's airdrop working here. Hull, Charlton and Wigan are in League One. Barnsley escape with a 91st minute winner at Brentford. And if Brentford had have won that game, they would have been promoted. QPR, holding West Brom here. There are your playoff ties, which I'm sure we'll talk about in great detail in these coming weeks. It is Brentford versus Swansea. That's a good matchup for Brentford. I saw Brentford-Swansea on Boxing Day, in fact. And Cardiff versus Fulham. I saw Cardiff versus Fulham as well at... I can't even think what Cardiff Stadium's called now, dearie me. Right, we have the final league tables coming in here. Let's have a little look. Here is your final championship table, and I will remove that banner at the bottom. So I'm going to have to put up another banner in order to scroll, and then don't worry, you'll be able to read the table in just a second. Seems a long time ago that Millwall took the lead against Huddersfield. So, Leeds, champions by 10 points. Was it ever in doubt? You can see how second, third, fourth fell away over those last games. West Brom finished in second position. It is Brentford in third place. They just needed a win on that last day and they would have got up. 2 defeats in a row to finish the season for Brentford. They're never going to want to look at that running ever again. Fulham and Cardiff jump up to finish 5th. Good job, Neil Harris. They have been strong during the lockdown. Incredibly, Swansea and Forest swap places. Utter insanity that. Then on the beach, all those other teams, Millwall, Preston, Derby, Blackburn, Bristol City, did not have anything to play for in these final games. Here is the bottom of the table, but remember, deduct 12 points from Wigan, and that will put them on 47. So let's read from the bottom upwards. Essentially, Wigan are going to be relegated having scored 59 points. Unbelievably harsh on those Wigan players, what the owners have done there. Hull, bottom of the table. I'm pretty sure they were 8th or thereabouts not that long ago. Charlton have been relegated and Wigan will join them on 47. You cannot see it there. But look at that now. If Sheffield Wednesday receive a points deduction of anything more than 9 points or more, 9 points is what Birmingham got. If Sheffield Wednesday are deducted 9 points by the EFL, if they're found guilty of FFP infractions, then they will be relegated. So there is a hope, and the hope, however, is for Charlton and not for Wigan. In terms of Derby, they're being investigated too. They have 64 points. So a Derby deduction would have to be absolutely huge. Charlton, they're on 48 points. What did I just say? 64. You're looking at a 17-point deduction. Would be absolutely unprecedented, but still a chance with Sheffield Wednesday there. Right. Shall we do some Q&A? Eli, I'm not lying. I am so happy for you, mate. Let's drink to Eli, guys. And let's just say, imagine being a Barnsley fan tonight. You've gone away. To a team who could have got automatic with a win, and you've beaten them and survived with a 91st minute goal. So Barnsley, just absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. I love this game. I bet you do. Giacomo says, Fulham unbeaten in 7 going into the playoffs. Hopefully that will give us some confidence. Well, look, Giacomo, look at Brentford have just, basically completely blown the top 2, haven't they, by losing their last 2 games. So they're not going to be confident, but Cardiff are. That is the thing there. And on Sunday, Sky have just flashed it up. Sunday, Swansea v Brentford. Join us here. We'll do a watch along if you want, if you prefer these sort of things. I'm just quickly going to go to a super chat. Goodmanson, thank you so much. Danish Kroner, yes. This league is insanity disguised as football. I'm so happy Leeds is out of it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Birmingham 1 point from the restart. Now, if you watch my vlogs over and over again during lockdown, I said someone will score either 0 or 1 point from lockdown, and that has been Birmingham. So that was, what was lockdown? It's 7. Did we have 9 games to go? Didn't we? Incredible. Chris is a Brentford fan. Commiserations, Chris, and he says well played to Eli. Great stuff there. Alistair, I'm still confused why Wigan didn't make a sub at 84 minutes. Yeah, could have gone for it. I think that confirms the Championship, the best league in the world. I'll drink to that. What a night. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, sorry, I meant to click on Matthew there. Brentford versus Swansea and Fulham, Cardiff in the playoffs. What are the dates? So Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I believe. Let's do all of them. God, man, this has been so much fun. We can do watch-alongs for all of them. Absolutely insane stuff. Let's have a look here. And Martin, a Luton fan. Let's drink to Luton as well. Luton were totally screwed at some points this season, weren't they? Conceded tons of goals way down in the bottom, and they have done it. Let's also drink to Swansea. Sensational. Absolutely ridiculous last day. Matt says do them all. Guys, if you've enjoyed the watch along, let's do it again. We're not going to be at any games, are we? Carnage everywhere, says Russell. It's been ridiculous, and hopefully I can go back. I mean, this stream is now nearly 3 hours long, but hopefully I can go back and pick out those moments where goals went in and when I went a bit mental. But Skipper, my commiseration. Skipper is a Brentford fan. Yeah, not a good day if you are a Brentford fan. Absolute insanity here. Right, keep your questions and your comments coming in. You can do a super chat. We've had some very, very kind super chats already, which I'm very, very grateful for. Just hit the dollar button by your comments. If not, hit the subscribe button while you're here and hit the like button. Let's read this one more time. West Brom promoted to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest out of the playoffs. An incredible, it needed a 6-goal swing and they got it 4-1 in both games. Utterly ridiculous. Swansea into the playoffs there. Hull, Charlton and Wigan down. Wigan pending appeal and Sheffield Wednesday pending ratifications. Hold your thoughts on that. Brentford, Swansea and Cardiff, Fulham in those playoff games. Imagine Barnsley getting relegated still. Yeah, if one of them get let off, that would be an issue, wouldn't it? Hey, Ben, can you watch Leeds lift the trophy on Leeds TV? Is it free? I don't have a stream going. Absolutely ludicrous stuff here. Championship trophy out on the pitch at Leeds. Maybe Sky. Oh, Sky have gone to it. I can see it. They're all wearing their shirts backwards with number 20 on. Leeds about to win, or lift, rather. Leeds about to lift the championship trophy, as you will find out when I review my predictions, as I predicted way back last August. Ewan says, remember when Forest thought they were getting automatics? Well, they are going to have to wait. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to press one button over here and kill that iPad. Woo! Jesus Christ. Absolute kindness. Oh, Craig says he sent a super chat, got missed earlier. This has been superb tonight. Thank you, Craig. I think we're going to have to do it for the playoffs, aren't we? So I'll drink to that. Liam Cooper lifting the trophy. It's the same trophy, remember, that Gordon Strachan lifted in 91-92 for Leeds. I'm just watching this on Sky Sports News now. Luke Ayling's been the one. There's always one that goes around the front and gets himself in the front of the photo, isn't it? Meslier there. Who's that doing a dance along the front? I can't even see. Is that Helder Costa with his braids out? Hard to tell. Congratulations, Leeds. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. So Wigan's Sky have just tweeted Wigan's 12-point deduction is confirmed. There we go. If I have missed a super chat, thanks Ross for letting me know. I wholeheartedly apologise. We've been going 3 hours and there's been some utter carnage. Right, I'm not going to miss that one. And in fact, I'm going to pour a new glass of that one. Nick, thank you so much. A £25 super chat. You're probably seeing a close-up of me pouring myself a glass of wine, but I'm drinking to you. Nick, thank you so much. £25 super chat there. Thank you, sir. Don't cry yet, Pontus. Yes, he's missed out in glorious fashion 2 seasons running now, hasn't he? Well, neither Brentford or Fulham can say we did our bit, and what a goal by Eze. It's have a look at my reaction is all I will say. Chug, chug, chug. Katie, stop saying commiserations to Katie, by the way, Wigan fan. I think everybody understands that your owners have shafted the fans and the players. Unless you watch, you can't say anything all over them. Why change something that was working pretty well? Yeah. Fair comment, Katie, and you have our commiserations, my darling. If there are teams to come down to League One, then feel it's going to be tougher for Ipswich. Yeah, let's look at the teams that came down bits. That would be Hull, Charlton, and Wigan, and some long journeys for the Southern Softies. There we go. James, thank you for all Championship and general football content. I've loved my bias towards Luton. Look, I've admitted the Luton bias many times. I live here in Wixham's, and Shaylee works in Luton. It's my closest ground. There we go. Have the entire bottle, Ben. Finally slow things down. There we go. Maybe. I think they're probably drinking downstairs, so I'll go and join them in a minute. Barnsley and Stoke have beaten both Brentford and Forest in their last 2 games to turn the league upside down. Well said, Alex. Good point. Who went up from League One? Rotherham, Coventry, and Wickham. Nick. Yeah, thanks, Nick. I'll drink to you again. Been watching since Stoke came down. And Nick, are Stoke going to finally sort themselves out under Michael O'Neill now this time? Just watched Leeds getting the trophy. We've got more Leeds fans in tears now. 53 years old, 46 years ago. Congratulations, Nia. Congratulations to all the Leeds fans. Congratulations to the West Brom fans. And really the Swansea fans, frankly, as well. And commiserations, obviously, to Hull, Charlton, and Wigan. Lyle Taylor is definitely hated by the Charlton fans. That's a good point, Plucky. Would they have stayed up if he played? And are we going to find out can I use the term tapped up? I'm going to say tapped up, but then I'm not going to say it in the same sentence. So I've just said the words tapped up, and I'm now going to say, are we going to find out who Lyle Taylor signs for? Do you all get my code now? Birmingham, the luckiest team of the lockdown. Yeah, they were just enough ahead. Late goal. Yes, really good point. God, that goal essentially kept them up, didn't it? So who was it? It was Jutkovic in the 93rd minute against Charlton. Good point, Ron Burgundy. Seems Rotherham always get ready. Yeah, we've got Rotherham back up. There we go. It's all right. Was that Russ? You don't have to do super chats. You're on Patreon, mate. I'll buy you a drink. Although humorously, I think I did make Russ buy me a white wine when we went to Norwich earlier in the season. So he was embarrassed. Or did I buy? I can't remember. There we go. C and Bielsa lift the trophy. Got it. All I'm seeing is Gerhard Struve now. Barnsley are going to be fun next season, aren't they? There we go. Alistair, wait, final revelation of the night. Ben lives 10 minutes from me. If that, big up Bedfordshire. Where do you live, Alistair? Brilliant stuff. Mark Robbins could be the next big thing in management. Can you be the next big thing if you've been around for 10 years? Maybe. Yeah, I suppose you can. Didn't realise Forest haven't qualified for the playoffs in years. I spoke to David Johnson about that. Yeah, Forest don't have a good record in the playoffs, do they? Leeds, 22 points from the restart. Outstanding. Brentford needed 2 points from 2. Is that it? 2 points from 2 and they would have done it. Obviously, I think it's difficult to say, isn't it? Because West Brom would have been chasing even more. James says, don't worry, Charlton. I think my club Wednesday will keep you up because of a deduction. Yeah, anything. We're looking at 9 points now. 9-point deduction and Wednesday are down. Barnsley manager lost it on TV. Very emotional. I'm looking at him right now. He's done a great job, Gerhard Struve, hasn't he? Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Like Michael O'Neill said, it's a big squad, but it's unbalanced. I think we can compete next year if we get a left back, and I'd like to lose a few players who are out on loan. I'm very interested to see Gerhard Struber's interview here, but I'll watch it back. I was so close to winning. Yes, Portman Road again, Katie. In fact, one of the best games I've ever seen at Portman Road was Ipswich versus Wigan. We went top of the league in 2006, and Darren Bent scored in the last minute. Right. Now, I wasn't liking Brentford being called a bottle job last time, but being they've lost their last 2 games, it's quite accurate. John, commiserations. He's not happy, and I'm not surprised. What a bottle by Forest, dear oh me. Deary me. Can't wait for Luton. Yes, it could be Luton versus Watford, Kate, next season, couldn't it? Absolutely. I'll be all over that one. Things seem to have improved after David's replaced Butland. There you go. I refuse to say it. I paid, but you had to order. There we go. Tremendous. Rich, West Brom fan here, heart in the mouth moment when we started playing for the draw with 5 minutes. It was a nice moment then when you saw that the West Brom players knew that Brentford had lost. What a sad goodbye to Griffin Park. Yeah, the goodbye to Griffin Park. Well, remember there's still playoff games in it, isn't so? Are Wigan confirmed down? Look, at the moment Wigan are relegated, but if Barnsley, if Sheffield Wednesday get deducted enough points and Derby get deducted 1 million points, or they win their appeal, there's a chance. There is a chance. Brentford burnt themselves out. Did they, Jim? Or was it just the pressure? Who knows? Bits. Yes, we will catch up. I've got the podcast season ticket at Ipswich, so I just sent a tweet from Izzy Brown saying, "We did it. Come on. Go on, Izzy." It's not over yet. As Chris points out, Brentford fans may be disappointed, but in a week's time, they could be getting promoted in the playoffs, couldn't they? Wigan's appeal is July the 31st, but expected to hold. Yeah, I think it will. Didn't even clock Watford Luton. It's going to be insane. Yeah. I think I'll go for that as well. If someone can sort me out a ticket there. Where is the Brentford semi-final going to be if not Griffin Park? Yeah, it'll be at Griffin Park still. It's not ready yet. Want Struber at Wednesday. There we go. Chris says, don't even think about it. What, the watch along? We're definitely doing the watch along. So yes, and Matt points out we could have Cardiff Swansea for playoff final. Ewan says, do I think the French Gary Rowett, he's talking about Sabri Lamucci, is going to be sacked now? He shouldn't be, but remember that Mr. Marianakis is a very interesting character. So as Ridley says, he'll be gone. It could happen. It really, really could happen. We have 3 teams appealing against the EFL. Not quite right here. There you go. Told you, Badger. Keep the faith. Always knew the second spot. You deserve it over the season. I think Badger's a Leeds fan, Charles, but we got some West Brom in here anyway. I'll get you a ticket for Swansea Man City next season, Ben. Don't you worry. I'm holding you to that. Yeah, remember, because the dearly departed show. So, yes, we now know that Leeds, West Brom, Sheffield United, and possibly Villa might still be on the dearly departed show. No calling us bottle jobs. Yeah, it wasn't fair. It certainly wasn't fair in the last game to call in Brentford bottle jobs, but they've really tripped up, let's just say, in these last 2 games. Brentford in the playoffs ever before? Yes. 2014-15, and they lost to Karanka's Middlesbrough. Same year Ipswich were in the playoffs. God, that seems a long time ago. Lost to Norwich. I would have said they're a bit like Jukanovic's Fulham when they lost the last game for promotion, but they had playoff experience. Yes, that is true. Forest having their best season in a decade, and they brag about finishing above Derby. Where do they finish? 7th. I don't want to get in. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. Can't bottle what you never had. They've never been in the top 2, did they? don't care about the Premier League anyway. Just hope Lamouchi stays, or I'm going to be way more sad. Right, guys, as you can see on the clock there, 2 hours, 59 minutes. I'm going to wait until it goes over 3 hours, but I'm going to say thank you very, very much. Russ says, tell me more about the 2014-15 season in the playoffs. Yes, Norwich won those playoffs, Russ, with at the time, the highest paid squad in Championship history. So obviously they should have, but yes, Norwich did win the playoffs that season. I would like to say thank you very much, everybody, for joining. This has been incredible. We've just gone over 3 hours. If you want, I've been doing game analysis, but if you want, I will do watch-alongs for the playoffs, because this has been really, really fun, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So maybe we can do that instead of game analysis. We'll see what you think, but it's been great there. Been great fun. Sound like McCarthy. Russ, everything I said there was a hard fact there. So if McCarthy states facts, then so be it. McCarthy would be, oh, they're no mugs. They'll give us a good game. I think I'll be off now to drown my sorrows. Katie, commiserations. You never know, EFL. Go on holiday. I'd love to go on holiday, hey, but everywhere's shut. Thank you, Craig. Yes, thank you. Robert, shout out there as well. Matthew, shout out. And the Trine, a shout out as well. And a flower there, I think, for a bloom. Right. 3 hours. I'm going to go and watch Curb Your Enthusiasm or Parks and Recreations or something with my missus. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Once more, West Brom up. Forest miss out on the playoffs and Swansea get in there. Hull, Charlton and Wigan down, pending EFL ridiculousness. Brentford, Swansea and Cardiff Fulham in the playoffs. Oof. Over and out. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this.